Takes
Machiavelli production.
Lil Chad, Slender Dad, they the tightest of kin. Friday night streaming, where the realness begin. Dive deep in pop culture, from flicks to the game. You too, we ride, never following the same. Brahma bull, bourbon in hand, laughter on deck. He the king of the chuckle, every step with respect. Mad chismo, cool like the breeze, edge on display. YouTube legend rising with a style that'll slay. Ascendant art, let's commence. Laughter and knowledge, ignorance will dispense. Pop some popcorn, settle down, show's about to start. Find a stream, you'll see on your screen, play your part. Brahma bull swirling wisdom, cup in his grip. Lil Chad with insights, he never slip. Mad chismo spitting facts like a flame in the dark. Slender Dad's blade dance, it's an art with a spark. His sword never tires, it's a sight to behold. Mix of skill and humor, stories never told. Brahma bull bourbon like a sage sitting high. Mad chismo wisdom spreading, reaching for the sky. Both in demand fans blowing like the breeze, vibing together like a band with ease. Lil Chad, the king of all movie talk. Slender Dad's blade, chat's where we walk. Action, laughter, sticking like glue. Pop culture popping with a vibe that's true. Painting pictures vivid. Every episode we share, streaming culture symphony. None can compare. Ascendant art, let's commence. Laughter and knowledge, ignorance will dispense. Pop some popcorn, settle down, show's about to start. Find a stream, you'll see on your screen, play your part. Oh, and there's a guy called Imp.
That's never gonna get old. Never.
It's all, to quote Master Shake, it's just a bunch of clicks and whistles to me.
All that rap is just clicks and whistles to me.
Look at Josh coming in with that first comment. First, and maybe there's a guy named Imp on the show.
He was definitely under review. He was, but
that werewolf shenanigans almost.
We've made a decision. He gets to live another day.
Oh, okay.
And I get to be monotone, salty Chad. I wasn't salty. I was upset for my bro because he had one goal and
I
robbed
shit
him
all
of
over it.
Yep. Welcome to the Send Art podcast. We got a fun show. We've got our usual crew here, co-host over there, Slender Dad, our guy named Imp right down there hanging out. Brahma said he would be here late tonight, and then he forgot that we get notifications when he starts playing games. Oh, like he's, you may think, oh, maybe he's being a grand Brahma and he's being a good grand Brahma, and nope, he's playing some games. So we're gonna call that one. I was salty over the risk. Well, I mean, I don't like the idea of playing Risk without being able to place my armies. I don't like it. I understand the reason to make it a quick game, but it still bothers me.
Yeah, and meanwhile, we switch over to a game that just, there's no such thing as quick, no matter what we do.
Oh no.
They just keep getting
that.
longer and longer. And on that note, even the werewolf felt bad for me after what Imp did, because we played again the other night, and me and the werewolf, like he was hooking me up left and right, doing lots of nice things for me. I think I got hit with the werewolf 4 times. Never once had a negative outcome.
Nope.
What's going on with Pantera, Rip Abbott Brothers? Well, yeah, that's the full name of Den of Thieves 2, Pantera. It's kind of a silly name. I'll talk about that because it just, I don't understand the point of the subtitle. But yeah, they keep getting longer and longer. That's what she said. Well, what happens is Imp tells us every time that he's going to put some mods in.
No, I'm just tweaking the rules.
I'm going to tweak the rules. This will help it go faster. And the games suddenly get 12 times longer than when we were doing it.
There's only so much I can do.
Like the idea that we quadrupled the size of the board, and he's like, "This is going to make it go faster."
No, I never
It's
said
like-
that was going to make it go faster.
And then adding the night and day elements and all these other things.
That doesn't slow it down at all.
I didn't forget that you guys can see I have the ability to game while watching a baby, but cannot stream while doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey
Yeah.
guys who play it, is Path of Exile the kind of game you should be playing while you're supposed to be taking care of a baby?
Probably not. You got to time those dodge rolls.
Yeah. It's on Dark Souls level of annoying at times.
Do you think Brahma's sitting there with the child in like a Bjorn, and as the baby's watching him play, he's like, "Remember, child, get good. Get
Yeah,
good."
probably.
These are the words you must grow and live by. It's like the friggin' Conan riddle of steel. It's like, get good.
Slender,
Wait.
that gives me an idea.
You all trust him, like for real. Yeah.
That just gives me ideas.
Let's see what else we got in. We do also have Bad Take Bojan, who's making sure that we're going to stay safe with the crazy winter snowstorm. What's really awesome about where we live, Slender, is that we can get a snowstorm that dropped approximately somewhere between 6 and 10 inches of snow overnight from Sunday into Monday.
Yeah.
And the kids, and at least I think your kids might have also got the entire week off of school.
Yeah, we never had, like, they were supposed to start on Monday this week, and they have not yet returned to school. So I guess we're trying to get
Has it
next week.
snowed that much down there?
We got about a foot.
No. Sucks for you guys. Keep it.
And it was nice and fluffy, so it was easy to shovel.
Yeah, no, we just had nothing but cold up here.
Well, I think that's the issue that they keep running into, is because over the course of the week, the highs during the day have not reached greater than 28 degrees.
Yeah, it's been like that up here. Today was gorgeous for what it's been. It was like 40 degrees. I was like, oh, wow, I don't only have to wear like my normal work shirt. I don't have to layer up. Nice.
And overnight, it gets down to like the teens. So there's been
okay.
it's
Brahma did just
refreezing,
say
like,
something that I'll agree with, because Bojan said, if I can program mainframe code while taking care of my infant 25 years ago, Brahma can stream and babysit. And then Brahma said, baby can't be in the smoky garage. That is true. It is probably not so much the games as it is the cigarettes and bourbon.
Yeah.
True.
Oh, and Josh, my avatar is just a combination of Gundam, Black Metal, and Dark Souls put into an AI image generator. That what I have in my avatar does not exist in any form other than this picture.
Well, Jaffo said something that I think we can all agree with.
Well, yeah, obviously.
The motion passes.
This is like do we hear any objection? No. So we're moving on. The eyes have it. Oh yeah, cool. Yeah, it is a pretty cool. This is that is one of the things where AI can give you some pretty decent stuff.
Now tell AI to render you a frame so that you can 3D print that shit.
Jaffo says it's been cold in the valley. Lil Chad, it's been in the single digits and teens. There's ice everywhere. I'm over it. Yeah, like out here in the Virginia, almost West Virginia zone, it's also been bad. I mean, I get it. I was out there and I shoveled my sidewalk in my driveway, and by the next day, if you had shoveled it, the sun wasn't on pavement that had been basically cleared. It was fine. It like dried it out. But I guess enough people didn't do that once it like locked in and just kind of froze up, it wasn't going anywhere. So maybe that's why.
And we got more coming tonight. So
yeah, it's supposed to be like what, an inch and a half of snow.
Yeah, I think we're supposed to get some tonight, but whether we do or don't, I have no idea. Tonight and tomorrow we're supposed to get some up here, but yeah, whatever.
I still got half a bag of industrial salt. I'm good.
What are you, skin flakes? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, it is you we're talking about here.
I generate salt.
We know.
I am the salt mine.
When I play Risk, I generate salt online, apparently, according to
yeah, you kind of do.
I just don't. I have a.
I'm not saying I disagree with you. I'm just saying that you do.
And here's the thing, right? I'm gonna play defense a little bit, and I will contest that I am not a salty gamer, but we most certainly seem to gravitate toward games that are designed to make you salty.
Yeah, well, if we're recording it or streaming it, we do have to entertain the people who are watching us. And what better way to entertain people than antagonizing and torturing each other?
Is that how you got RN Jesus to make my rolls terrible every single time? I don't
Hey
know. about
man, Aaron Jesus answers to no one but himself.
that. True.
Anybody who's played any MMOs or anything that has a level of RNG that's beyond the norm can attest to that.
My friend in El Paso shared a video of his 3 pit bulls playing in the dusting of snow this week. It was cute. I'm about to say El Paso probably didn't get as much as we did. Oh my gosh.
Who this?
Do we have a special guest who was not supposed to be here?
Hello.
Hello.
And he really brought the energy. Good job, man.
Okay.
Well, I'm really happy. How
He's
did
at Chad levels.
did you make a deal, or are you trying to power through it?
I'm trying to power through it.
Gotcha. Is it because you really want to hear about Den of Thieves too?
No, it's because I knew that you only had Imp with you.
We had
Wow.
that guy. Matt, do you see how much of an impact you're having? Did you see what our first comment was?
Oh, just a bunch of words and clicks.
It has become a thing. Like, it's traveling when he's on other streams now with Brahma or other, like, people say it. You've dubbed it. It's worked. It's his thing now.
It is now a thing.
Mad channeling Chad. Yeah, you gotta bring up that energy. Don't Jeb Bush it. Let's see.
Wow. Shots to the bushes.
Yeah, no kidding. And you started with the shots across the bow already.
Me or Mad?
Mad.
What did I do?
Well, I had to show up because you were just stuck here with Imp.
That was being considerate.
To be clear, what Matt is saying is that
He's
is not a
saying anything about it. He's just saying that was the situation, and he was here to alleviate said situation.
Exactly.
Matt's like,
Try to paint me the bad guy.
it was like Matt is like that Cartman episode of South Park when he was like,
Dude,
Glenn,
no
like,
good
I'm
deed
just
unpunished,
asking
right?
questions. I'm just
Yeah,
asking questions.
asking questions.
Just asking
questions. Arr. I'm that guy, Jesse Ventura. That's the one.
The body.
Yep.
I'm gonna sue Kyle, whatever's widow, because I'm a good guy. I can't
Kyle was
believe
kind of a dick.
I know, but once he died, you dropped the lawsuit.
Nope.
You're like,
The wife got to pay.
no,
Somebody
I'm gonna make sure that little baby that he had, that Clint Eastwood made him hold the doll.
I don't
for.
care if it is a plastic baby.
Jesse was like, I saw that movie. It's not a real baby. You can give me the money. I'm starting to see why the guy called Imp hates everyone being bullied by these bros.
Well, this isn't bullying. This is just bros being bros. And
Yeah.
I have
Bros
my own
bully.
reason. I have my own reasons for hating people, not that these people are included in that list.
Mad, I've got to tell you, I made the most mad comment in reply to Josh Hammond on one of Brahma's game videos, because we were playing the Talisman, which was the board game on the stream, and Imp completely screwed over Slender. And Josh was saying that we were getting a little testy, and I said that extremism in defense of one's bros is no vice.
True.
I was very proud of that comment. Speaking of bros, I'm going to actually use that as my segue to my Den of Thieves 2 review here, because they went full on, bro-tastic voyage with Jared Butler and O'Shea Jackson Jr. in this movie. And it was entertaining because they actually have pretty good bro chemistry.
So there's a podcast that I listen to called How Did This Get Made with Jason Mantzoukas, Paul Scheer, and June Diane Rayfield. And they've done so many Gerard Butler movies on it, right? It's like a bad movie podcast or whatever, right? And today they re-released their coverage of Dracula 2000, which is an amazing movie if you haven't seen it.
The concept is so good, and the movie is so bad.
Bombs. I always remember it being so good because of the concept. But then when I rewatched, I'm like, oh no, this is a bad movie. Anyway, Gerard Butler actually came on and did the intro, and he did it just like what they would do. He's like, people in it, because he's Scottish, and he's like, "What's up, jerks? It's me, Jerry Bittler," or whatever his name is. Anyway, that was it. That's all I had.
So this
I
is
got
the
another movie to send you at some point, Mad. I was saying to the guys last night. I forgot what the name of it was, but when you have a bunch of not so popular WCW wrestlers in it,
God!
And the movie was made recently.
What?
Yeah,
I was about to say because Ready to Rumble is a classic. I don't care what.
Diamond Upside Down is a.
No, when it's got people
crown him, King, crown him.
When it's got people like Glacier as a star.
What?
Yes.
Please tell me Shockmaster suddenly showed up.
No, the three that I recognized on the cover were Haku, Ernest Miller, and Glacier.
Ernest Miller, Ernest the Cat?
Yeah.
Ready to Rumble is great. He does deserve to be at the bottom.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, Ready to Rumble.
What is with the hostility tonight, Matt?
So I think me and Matt are probably the ones who appreciate the first Den of Thieves movies the most. It's great. It's I really love heist movies.
Yep,
they're great. I thought Den of Thieves was actually really well executed as a heist movie, and O'Shea Jackson Jr. has on-screen charisma. It's weird charisma, but he's got it. It's
unless he's trying to do a British accent, that kind of ruins the whole movie for me.
It's sort of okay. This is going to sound weird because given that he looks and kind of acts like his dad, but to me, the closest analog to him on screen is actually Forrest Whitaker, where he's got this weird kind of like cadence and vibe, but it's interesting and it holds your attention.
Do you know who his dad is?
I don't even know who he is.
I said, all right, so his name is O'Shea Jackson Jr. That should tell you right there.
Yep.
Because his dad would be the senior, so he has the same name, O'Shea Jackson.
Yeah, not a clue.
Wow.
If I told you to F the police.
That
is today a good day?
Oh, because I didn't even have to get my AK?
No. Okay, so he's Ice Cube's son.
Yeah. Correct.
He took all the clues to get it. So yes.
I don't pay attention to actors. You heard what I said last night about the fires.
All right. What is your favorite Pantera song? Since the name of this movie is Den of Thieves 2, Pantera.
Probably The Art of Shredding.
Okay. Nice.
One of the lesser known songs, but
So Den of Thieves 2, solid. We got a good. It's a nice heist movie. They move it to the European continent to make it more exotic. Because if you recall from the first movie, we robbed the Federal Reserve in a very dramatic way. The Pantera subtitle. Do you like it, Matt, or not like it?
I'm fine with it. Because it El Pantera. What is it? It's the Panther. The Panther, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the name of. So the subtitle comes from the fact that that's the name of the crew that O'Shea Jackson Jr. is running in Europe. Their code name for like the task force, the police task force that is hunting them, has code named them Pantera.
Okay, well they're gay, but it's fine.
Yeah, so it's funny. It's good. The movie it suffers like a lot of heist movies when they do sequels. It adds a couple too many extra twists to be interesting when the heist by itself was already just fine. So it's the same writer director. The actual heist, the planning of the heist, the execution of the heist, there's a lot of tension going on with that. it worked fine, and then they did the thing where at the end they added like 3 extra twists at the end,
Oh,
and one of which was completely telegraphed and you saw coming, even though it's actually I would argue the less interesting choice to make for the story. But the movie's still solid because it's, again, Jared Butler, O'Shea Jackson Jr.
Yeah.
have good chemistry. They're on screen a lot this time together.
is the gunplay still good?
Yes, there's less of it.
Oh, really?
There's really only one shootout, and it's very quick. It's
Well, because
it's good, but it is
just
pretty
because
good.
the gunplay was so good in the first one.
Yeah, it is good. They're even doing the calling out mag changes, doing all the stuff because they're working as a crew while they're doing it. All right, I mean, look, when we're talking about gunplay in movies, in heist movies, we all know that heat is number one.
True.
I mean, Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore coming out of the bank doing their stuff. And to a lesser extent, Robert De Niro. He was okay, but I would say Val Kilmer and Tom Sizemore,
top notch. Yeah, they
were
use that for like training, like the way he does his magazine,
his reloads, his
Yeah.
magazine drops and reloads.
Yeah.
It is. I know police, like, I'm sure Matt will confirm this. Police use that for training on both sides. Like, this is what you don't, because that was based on a real situation that happened. What was it, in LA, where
Yep.
guys with body armor and high powered rifles
They had
were
AKs.
just shredding the police officers. I think that at the time, were they still using revolvers? Because it was like in the 70s, right?
Dude, those guys went for a walk.
Yeah. I don't think it was the 70s.
No,
There-
it was
so there's
the
two
80s or
different
90s.
Was it the
cases?
80s?
There's the one that you have footage of with the guys with the body armor, and then there's another one that started basically the reason why they started SWAT, which was way earlier. The North Hollywood shootout, correct? Good job.
Which, by the way, won't be an issue now because you don't need to shoot out. You'll just wait for the
Yeah, I was
fire
gonna
to
say,
clear
I
out
didn't
the
think
whole
it was the
territory.
70s.
Yeah.
That was
1998.
yeah,
Well,
I was
no,
watching that and I was thinking to myself, really? These guys are
Well-
just they're walking around. Like
Well,
they
I
don't
thought
seem
that was-
even mildly disturbed by the police that are shooting at them.
I thought that was in Miami.
Nuh-uh. North
Wasn't there
Hollywood.
wasn't there another one in Miami where they did the same thing? Or was North Hollywood the Bank of America?
I believe so.
Based? Okay. I think what I'm conflating is like what you're bringing up, the one in the 60s that caused them to start the SWAT because they
Yep.
were completely just overwhelmed by
Yeah, they had to like borrow guns from gun stores and shit.
because
Mhm.
a well-trained, well-equipped crew just
Yeah. Thank God
Lit
there
'em
were
up.
gun stores, huh?
Yeah.
yeah, running in like, give me it's like the Terminator movie, give me this, and this. No. So yeah, I would say if you liked the first Den of Thieves, you'll like 95% of this one, and the last 5% of the movie will probably just be kind of a blah because of the extra twists.
Okay. Well,
I'm gonna go
definitely
back
see
to
it.
one of my favorite heist movies that I think a lot of people don't even realize is a heist movie, but Payback.
Payback is a great, not the director's
It's
cut. Do not watch the
such
director's
a
cut.
crazy bad movie. You guys are out of your mind. It is bananas. That movie is bananas.
I
you
love
watch
that
the-
movie.
You didn't watch the director's cut.
No,
though, right?
I'm talking
Okay,
about
good.
the original cut. Is
You
bananas.
don't watch the director's cut ever. The director's cut is fucking awful. The cinematic cut is a different fucking movie.
It's
No, it's a terrible movie, is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I think that actually the movie I have the highest hopes for authentic, like good old action and gunplay is and then this is the one I brought up a couple weeks ago with Mad to make sure he wouldn't be triggered if I played the trailer.
Oh boy.
Is,
oh yeah. Yeah,
Matt,
I'm
do you
looking
wanna-
forward to that one too. What's it called?
Is it like Warfare or
Something like that. Yeah, that one looks good.
yeah, it's set in real time too. Slender, have you actually seen the trailer for this one?
Warfare? I
Yeah.
think I have, but I don't
Yeah.
remember.
Here. Because I want to hype this movie up.
Okay. Yeah, I think I have seen this, but we can watch it. I mean, we won't get into trouble, right? Is there music?
Page 24, so they don't.
How's it going?
And this is talking to a lot of vets, especially Mad, hopefully right here, who can confirm it. I think this is fairly authentic when you're sitting in the like.
Yeah, he
around
got a
waiting.
big ass dip in his lip. Look at that.
Yeah, dude, this is every branch of service waiting to do whatever it is we have to do after they've kitted us out. And now it's like, okay, now stand by. Well, for
this
how
is
long? Probably
this is
like
worse
6 hours.
because this is in Iraq and they're
Yep.
in a bad place right there waiting.
This is still how it always ends up.
Going well.
That's that new guy energy.
Uh-huh.
FNGs.
Oh, he's back. That's the fourth fucking time he's done that.
So peeking and probing.
Speaking with serious intent to probe.
Alpha.
Just shoot him.
Yeah, so well, rules of engagement.
I know, I hate them.
Yeah. This was 06. I was there.
Yeah, and this is so
We might have guys starting to move in our position.
Copy. We're getting a buildup of activity here too.
Yeah, I definitely see weapons at this point.
Yeah, we have definite massing.
so far looking so good. And I mean, it's written and directed by a vet.
Mhm.
So
With the help of the
clearly-
dude that did Civil War.
Yeah, with Alex Garland. And he also did 28 Days Later. He's a bona fide high-end writer and director.
Yep.
So
He's
This is-
money.
yeah, and you can see the I don't want to say you can see the authenticity, but
I
it,
can.
it does scream it if you've talked to the guys who've been there and like Mad who knows like
Yeah,
stacking
I mean,
up.
this is exactly what we did. We would do these small kill teams, these SKTs, where we'd be in their house. I've talked about it multiple times on streams. This is exactly what we would do. We'd be up in this house, man, with like guarding the family or whatever and all that bullshit. And yeah, shit gets real quick. Did I tell you about the so you always bring an interpreter as well, right? Because I don't know Haji. I can durka my way only so far, but that was a good line.
That sounds about right.
Sorry.
Or
Sometimes I impress myself with
It was
those
like
things I
"Mad,
say.
hey, Mad, when you were interpreting, what was your opening line to people in Iraq? Durka
Basically,
Durka Jihad? Durka
Yeah.
Durka.
Anyway, yeah, so when I was there, it was during the civil war between the Sunni and the Shiite. And in front of this house we were in, they were all stacked up, like about to fight each other. They didn't give a fuck about us. But we go out there and we're on the rock wall because there's always rock walls in front of the houses. And they're just yelling at each other. And we're ready, man, for everything to pop off. And our interpreter goes in between them and he starts yelling at each group because Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad, Durka Durka Muhammad Jihad. And then some dude tries to shove him with an AK. And I shit you not, like a fucking cartoon, he fucking takes it apart in like a cloud of dust and gets pieces of the AK fall to the ground. And everybody leaves. And he comes back. We're like, Joe, because his name was motherfucker Joe. Anyway, so we're like, Joe, what did you say to them? I told them who I was. Come, let's have chai. And that was it. This dude was a badass. Like, I don't know what he did before we got there, but whatever it was scary. One time, he didn't show up for like 2-3 days and finally shows up. We're like, Joe, where you been? He goes, oh, I was on my way home. These guys, they hit me and they put me in trunk. Shit, how'd you get away? They opened the trunk. That's it. That's all he said.
Mad's like, my interpreter has a certain set of skills.
He does. He did.
Oh,
And they're so polite too, though. Like, always offer cigarettes, and they always offer like coffee or tea.
Yeah, or chai. Yeah.
Yep.
so anyway. And that's the part that I had to make sure wasn't going to bother Mad.
Converging
No,
either
it's not.
north and south.
I was on the inside, so I didn't see it happen.
Frogman 6 Romeo, we need to evac at our last known position. We have severely wounded. Who's the severely wounded? It's not you. It's me. Who is it? No, it's not you. No, it isn't.
Copy, one. We're in contact, too.
You coming to you or you coming to us?
Stand by.
Man, I would hate to have to be, reloading the saw.
Oh, under fire? Yeah.
Yeah.
You better have had plenty of fucking practice reloading that son bitch.
That's the whole way that all this is done. You practice like you play, because when the shit pops off, you're not going to be able to think about what you're doing. So it better damn well be instinct.
Yeah, it's all muscle retention. Yeah.
Yeah. Soul Assassin, I actually have high hopes that this might be like a mid 2020s Black Hawk Down kind of thing. So, but yeah, it's the movie's looking just solid.
Let's move!
I still can't believe that's the dude from We're the Millers either.
I'm okay with it.
Scouts are going to lead us out, and I'm bringing up the rear. Pop smoke. Smoke out?
Yeah, I will tell you one thing. It's a thing that I know they train. I have always hated it. I don't think they do it anymore. But that putting your hand on the shoulder of the guy in front of you, I fucking hate that.
Oh no, I absolutely get it. It's movement. Because before you enter, you're gonna rock. The whole stack rocks.
Yep.
So you got to feel each other.
Yeah. But I hated that they were so like on that. It's like, listen, I'll hit him on the shoulder when I'm closing, but I don't want to keep my hand on his shoulder. I'm holding a fucking rifle. I would like to have both hands on it.
Nah.
Yeah. I would have to disagree with this. Black Hawk Down was okay. I haven't rewatched it since being in the theater. It's
more than okay.
It's probably
It's
Ridley
pretty
Scott's
freaking amazing.
last good run as a director, probably great run, was when he Black Hawk into Gladiator. So, or was it? No, it was Gladiator into Black Hawk.
Well, and also, that movie Black Hawk Down has everyone in it, from Orlando Bloom, Josh Hartnett,
Eric Bana.
You even had Tom Hardy in it. You had what's his name from Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah, he was one of the snipers.
Yeah, with one hand.
Oh yeah, he's got that weird European name like Jojokovic.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name.
He's a non-Skarsgård though.
Yeah, so that was that movie.
Not the who's of the 2000s, the who's of who will be, because none of them were known. Who the fuck knew Tom Hardy?
Ewan McGregor was the most known guy, and they made him the coffee guy.
Yeah. Obi-Wan was in it. Everybody was in that movie.
Even the guy. They had a lot of the dudes from. Basically, it was a Train Spotting reunion. There were several guys from Train Spotting in there. Was it Orlando Bloom was the guy who fell and broke his back out of the helicopter?
It's a boy movie. That was Orlando Bloom that fell off the helicopter.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's a boy movie.
I like that.
I won't deny that.
It's awesome is what it is. Yeah. This also screams boy movie.
3 minutes out! 3 minutes! Eyes on me and only me. Has anyone looked at you? I'm fucked up. 2 minutes out! 2 minutes!
Where are you guys?
Look for the blood and the smoke! Multiple bad guys trying to get to our position. Inbound! Find cover! 1 minute out! We have enemy on our building and all surrounding buildings.
Roger that. Stand by. Going hot.
You gotta get ready, man. This is gonna hurt.
On my count. 1.
The real time aspect is also something that
I'm interested.
I figured they're gonna do something where it's not real time, and then there's gonna be starting the clock, and where you're where evac is 40 minutes out or something whatever. I don't think it should be that long, right? How long was it? Would you have to if shit hit the fan like that? How long would it take for them to get?
Well, so it all depends. Most of this is happening in just a few minute little spurts,
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah, that's the fucked up name. Nobody's gonna try. Okay, I'll try it. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
Probably Nikolaj Coster-Waldau.
I'm glad the Pope's exorcist showed up to say his name.
Sorry, I'll try it again. Nikolaj Coster-Waldau. I forgot the question.
Now he's Waluigi.
Waluigi.
So you're saying a Black Hawk Bros review for Mad's channel? I think that would probably do really well.
Yeah, I probably should review some military movies at some point.
Oh my
but
man, there you go, Bros review. You could
Yeah.
use that as your review old movies. Like the bro take. How bro is this movie?
True. That's
Bros
not
on
bad.
film. Bros on film.
Bros on film.
You can take that one.
I'm
It's okay.
I'm shoplifting that one. I'm writing it down and everything.
And Matt's even going, it'll be Barbie. What'd you think of Barbie? Hated it, but Ken was good.
I was just feeling wistful and nostalgic the other day, thinking we haven't done a What the Flick in a long time.
I saw that. I have a few picks.
Brospective. That's another good one.
Oh, in brospective.
That can be for your historical stories. You should do Ken Burns style things with just random old 1800s photos playing like it's the Civil War documentary. It'd be like the in brospective.
Oh, kind of like what Community did when they had the pillow fort versus the blanket.
And get the the voiceover
Yep.
He's like, he wrote the letters about dearest so and so. The war continues.
I don't know if I like Broshin pictures.
No, I think
that reminds me of it puts the Broshin in the basket.
I think Bros on Film is a perfect tie-in for Mad, because
Bros on Film.
The hated it and thing
hated it. 2 snaps in a circle.
It's like the Barbie movie was terrible. It focused on Barbie when that little cans was right there. He's like, the only good part was when he did his song.
Oh, dude, we have a runner on Litz about the Confederacy.
Oh yeah,
yeah, talking about it. The cans shall rise again.
Just like it is the war of Barbie aggression.
I still have not watched that movie. I don't have any intention of it either.
Never will.
I even have a Confederacy.
I think Roshan Pictures is pretty clever. I think Brahma trying to be some bro amount pit. No, that sounds like bros. That sounds like a bro is mounting you.
Clearly Brahma has not.
Wait, hold on, I take back my boo.
It's like, I know that you and Brahma have a very special relationship when you're a bro with another bro who gets penetrated. That's a special bond right there.
Speaking of bros getting penetrated, you want to finish the trailer?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
2, 3.
Dude, that guy ain't gonna make it.
Yeah, he's looking a little pale right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, that is going to be I think a quality. I mean, I don't know that it's going to do huge business because war movies surprisingly just don't make money anymore. They're just not box office stuff. I mean, obviously we're too close to it, maybe, where everybody sort of knows people who were in it, and you don't want to deal with it. Vietnam, it took.
See, I'd contest the opposite. I think we're too far removed from it. I think everyone has been just, living their nice, peaceful lives since all the way back in 2001. And they've been afforded the luxury of forgetting what their freedom costs.
Slender is like one sentence away from doing the monologue from A Few Good Men.
Right.
It's a good fucking monologue.
It is. I hate that it's been almost parodied. It's been parodied to lose the effect of it because of you can't handle the truth. But if you listen to that whole monologue, it's fantastic. He is amazing in that movie and in that role and delivers.
You use words like honor as a punchline instead of to a joke. Yeah. I know that Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. Fact check true. Santiago was a substandard Marine. Santiago.
No, he wasn't a substandard Marine. He was a fuck up. So.
Yeah. And Santiago was probably don't asking and don't telling for that era of the military too, from what I was seeing in that movie.
We need to go back to that.
writing
We really
letters.
do.
Slender 4 years. Bro moments in cinema. You can't handle the bro.
Oh no! Condense it down though, and just call it bromance in cinema.
Yeah,
A hybridization of bro and moments. Bromance.
Bromance in time. No.
Well, a broman in time saves 9.
Did you get?
Oh my god!
I sent Slender the trailer for the new Jason Statham movie, which is basically just Taken, but with Jason Statham.
I haven't seen the trailer yet. Is he old enough to be?
Oh no, it's good. It's what is it like? What is
Chad's
it? It's
apparently
like
going
Men
to
at Work.
drag me out of my compound to go
Is
watch
Davinia
that
White
movie.
making this?
Like Tears in the Rain? I don't know.
White Snake
That
was
is-
a band.
No, Tears in the Rain is a line from Blade Runner.
Oh,
When he's doing his epic monologue, Rutger Hauer's, that he made up on the spot, that he improvised, because Ridley Scott is actually not a good writer.
But unfortunately, I'm one of those people who I'll probably be somewhat shunned. But I like Jason Statham, but I hate most of his movies.
He's
like a baseball player. He bats about 300.
Yeah, that's good. That's
3 out of
solid.
10 movies are solid.
That's solid. I'll go with
that's
that.
probably an accurate estimate.
And the rate goes up if he works with Guy Ritchie. But
the rate is almost 1,000 if he's working with Guy
But,
Ritchie.
but Guy Ritchie has kind of moved on from him, and he's got a new crew, specifically Charlie Hunnam and Hugh Grant and some of those other guys, and it's great because I would even say, let's see, The Gentleman, the movie was great, and the TV show was awesome. There was Operation.
I think the show may have been better.
What is it? Operation
Operation something. I forgot what it was called. I didn't care for
Rue de Guerre or whatever. And that one, I just like Hugh Grant being a villain, and it works. Or at least a schmucky guy.
Hugh Grant was a pretty good villain in Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Oh, you guys should go and watch Heretic, which is available on a service if you would like, that you all have access to in high quality.
Is that the one
HD.
where he's got the 2 kids in the house and he's trying to kill them or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we talked about that. I haven't seen it yet, but I was still interested.
Yeah, his Matt, I think you'll really appreciate his. He does a full 10-minute monologue on religion. That I think you would, and he goes deep on it, going into iterations of religion, classic theology. He breaks down the Mormon church. It's hilarious. But I think you would actually appreciate the intellectual foundations of his monologue.
I'll check it out then.
Yeah, copied. They told me about Beekeeper, and they were like, "Yeah, it's like Cranked and those other movies," and I was like, "Yeah, I hated Cranked."
I don't think it's like Crank at all.
I didn't say it was like Crank.
I like Beekeeper. I wasn't expecting it to be so bananas.
Yeah, I mean, my favorite, what sold me on Beekeeper when I was in the theater watching it.
Fuck you. Sorry.
Was when the new Beekeeper showed up, and it was this chick.
One of them
he
caterpillars get in? Did they breach the perimeter? What happened?
I'm watching highlights. I forgot Texas was playing right now, and I'm sacrificing it to be here with you guys.
They're playing OSU to get to the championship against Notre Dame. I guess OSU is apparently whooping.
Maybe
them.
you should stop watching it again. It seems like it's all going wrong now.
Ohio State should win this game easily, but
easily.
Yes, easily.
Okay. Is it time for me to go take my smoke break? Do you guys want to talk sports for a minute?
I haven't finished the highlights yet.
It's at halftime, and OSU
I know. I'm watching the. No, don't tell me. I'm watching the highlights from the first half.
No spoilers.
It's at halftime. It's not.
I'm watching that. I'm watching the highlights from the first half that I haven't watched, so it would be spoilers.
So spoiler alert: Ohio wins.
Well, no,
the game's not over yet.
I've predicted the future with my
my
oracle powers.
Apparently, Slender's prediction of the future is not based at all about the money line or what Vegas says is going to happen, because that's exactly what Vegas said was going to happen.
My entire prediction was based on I heard Chad say that Ohio should probably win this easily, and I know nothing of these teams, so I based it 100% on the only data point I had.
You fucking idiot. Not you, sorry.
Sounds like my prediction is already coming to pass.
If I had to guess, I'm going to say the finals going to be like 28-17.
What? No.
Okay.
That defense is still keeping them in check. We got to put fucking Arch in there.
I wouldn't disagree. I think Arch Manning is a great quarterback who will not be on the Giants because they fucked themselves out of the draft picks.
Well, he's not going to be in the draft this year.
No, but do you know what the Giants apparently are trying to do back channel? Is make a deal for J.J. McCarthy from Minnesota.
What? Cool.
They are offering the number 3. They'll swap first picks, and then they're going to give them.
This sounds like my cue. I am going to step away for a minute.
They're going to give them a couple seconds or thirds in addition to that to get JJ, since Darnold is probably going to be. I know, and you know what this great thing is? They could have had JJ last year, where they picked at 7, but it's okay. They could have had a lot of guys in a quarterback-heavy draft where they decided not to get a quarterback, and now they're picking 3rd in a draft with 2 quarterbacks. I'm not bitter. Josh Hammond will be like salty Chad showing up. Yeah, when it comes to Giants front office decision making, it will be salty Chad. Beekeeper had too much DEI. What was DEI in Beekeeper?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I mean, aside from it being a female president, but even then they said she was corrupt and evil. So no lies detected there. So are you done watching the highlights so I can
39 seconds left. You can go ahead and start it.
All right. Yeah, the build-up is...
What are you talking, bro? They just fucking scored. It's tied up now. What are you talking about? Oh.
What did the second half start?
No. It's 7-7 with 29 seconds left in the second.
Okay, let's see what happens.
Oh, what the fuck was that? I tried to fast forward to get rid of... Shut the fuck up. Fine. Okay, they're only down a touchdown.
There we go. Now you caught up to that. All right.
So listen, today's going to be hard. Let's all go home with the same amount of fingers that we came with. Let's get it. When my wife passed and I left the Royal Marines, a lot of people would have given up on me. You gave me...
I like how they subtly be like, here, let's give it, in just this one statement, we'll give you the backstory that he's going to be able to kill everybody.
Something's happening up here.
Yeah, like my wife died and I left the Royal Marines, so I've got the skill set.
He got game. Who got game?
You were patient with me. You, Carla.
That movie's awesome. Underrated.
Yes. They sampled this song.
I was like, I wanted to give you a strong biblical name. You named me Jesus.
It doesn't get much stronger than that.
That was, there's Denzel, man. He's just great. He's got to get a little better. He's better than Gladiator 2. He was better than what that was.
Oh boy, I watched that the other night. Oh man, I'm like, what am I it's such a weird mystery because it's not a mystery like a whodunit. It's a mystery of like, what the fuck is happening?
It's a mystery of, why
what?
Getting back right. So side tangent for Gladiator 2. Why was he mad at his mom when someone
I don't know.
So his mother said, I need to send you away because people will try to kill you. You're 12 years old enough to understand that. And 2 weeks after he was in that African colony, somebody came to kill him and wiped out the entire village he was in. I would say that your mom was right and you shouldn't hold a grudge.
Yeah.
It's like, but he's like, you sent me away, mommy. I'm mad.
It could have been a fine movie on its own if it didn't have to force feed the connection to the first Gladiator by like, what we do in life echoes in eternity.
It's written
on the wall somewhere. Yeah. What?
By the way, why was stuff written in English? Did you notice that? Like when he goes to when he goes when he goes and sees all the stuff, it's all written in English.
Oh my god! I didn't even think. Did English even exist at that point?
No.
No, it didn't.
Oh, that broke me.
And if it did, it existed in a form that would be unrecognizable today.
I had not even put that together. Oh, that's so bad.
Yep.
They could have just done subtitles underneath it.
Or since we all know what it says, if he just says it out loud as he reads it, and everyone knows. But I'm just whatever. It was stupid.
Jenny, you're my family.
Oh.
Excuse me, it's not your business.
I'm good, boss.
Love it.
This-
Was that some military shit?
Hey, you didn't see
This
it.
feels more like Equalizer than it does.
Well, wait for it.
Just get my back if I ever need it.
Jenny's missing. But that's a woman. She'll never need it.
So Jenny goes missing. She was out with some friends at the club, and now
Again, I think this feels more like Equalizer.
no.
We better
wait.
pause a lot because that
Yeah.
song is going to get us struck.
Please find our daughter.
No, there's not a man. Nope, I'm talking over the man with that thing in his hand.
He
We
got
don't
game.
want
He
to talk
got
about
game.
that.
He got game.
I mean, when it's a trailer, they usually
No, they do
allow
not.
the mix.
No, they
If
did
it's
not.
like-
Songs. Not
Nope.
the songs. They'll come for you for the
They
songs.
will.
Yeah.
Where's the girl?
You a cop? You wish I was a cop.
Ooh, see, he's
I'm
got
still gonna
skills.
watch it and love it, but okay.
It's so fucking bad.
So these guys are next level.
Oh boy, talking over the song
You ain't
again.
a cop. You're a working man.
That's right. Let's play.
Oh, he can be so cheesy,
The
bro.
dialogue is so fucking cringe.
Yeah, I'm with Slender on this one.
Look who's done playing games. There he is.
Oh, you wish I was a cop. Oh, I'm so fucking clever and badass.
I mean, when did action movies ever have good
I
dialogue?
could name you so many. Heat.
Let off
Yes.
some steam, Bennett. We all remember Commando. He's dead tired.
He said good dialogue, not entertaining. There's a difference.
I mean, Hard Ticket to Hawaii's dialogue is clearly
Hard Ticket to Hawaii
Ticket to
was a
Hawaii is
fucking
great.
Shakespearean masterpiece.
Yeah,
And
Can't
we're
argue.
gonna have to watch that sequel.
Yes, we do.
yeah. He has a whole catalog of movies, bro.
Right, but this one has the two girls that are in the.
As long as we can find the Christian version of it, like we did the first one.
That okay, not a good
doesn't sound
start.
as fun.
no
Not
David
a
Ayer.
good start.
I like
David-
David Ayer. Are you kidding?
David Ayer, like he did Fury, man. Fury is
Yeah.
awesome.
Fury's one of
Yeah.
my favorite movies of all time.
He also
But
did the
I
Beekeeper.
don't like Suicide Squad.
Right, but he's done other things.
Yeah, that. I
Yeah,
mean,
but
the
but they opened with Suicide Squad.
Wasn't a great choice from them.
No.
I mean, they're
Most
opening with
people
that
at least
because
know what it is.
it made $800 million worldwide, and
I don't know why I didn't say Beekeeper. End of Watch. I mean,
There we
well,
go.
there you go.
Hey, there's
He got the
Beekeeper.
Street Kings. He's done amazing
Blind
movies.
ward buddy that doesn't know he's blind.
That's the one.
Oh,
You
that's
shot
so
a foot
gay.
to the left, I'll be dead.
I wanted you dead, you'd be dead.
Is that David Harbour? I'm thinking.
Must
Yes.
be, because that's who stars in it with him.
Weird. I thought to myself, is that Jack Murphy?
Weapon sommelier for deceivers. This is the real beast here. M14. Pulled direct from Saddam's palace. And I added a Bluetooth scope.
A Bluetooth scope.
Okay.
So you can
Okay.
look at it, your phone.
Yeah.
But there's a delay though, even on Bluetooth 3.0.
Yeah, and it's a significant delay.
Especially if you're trying to shoot people. Oh
You're
boy,
basically looking at a slideshow.
Chad, I'm starting to question how much I agreed with you earlier on movies.
There's a special place, high rollers only. They can do anything as long as they pay.
Oh god.
I mean,
This is
you're
just a
th-
trailer of action movie tropes.
It's
Yeah.
taken with Jason Statham.
This is just a trailer of current day Britain.
Gangs, the mob, corrupt government officials, they're all involved in human trafficking.
Oh my god. This is so bad, Chad.
He killed you, Ian.
Yeah, this doesn't look good.
No. Oh, the only saving grace is that it's David Ayer. And if they go full ham with it, I'm on board.
You know,
oh,
they're
sorry.
going full ham.
Sorry, I forgot we're on Bluetooth 6. Thanks, Jeffo, coming in for the correction. My bad. My God. My point is completely undone now.
And the weird, I don't know, some of the weird Jackie Chan style martial arts he does, just they don't fit his characters. I'm sorry. They just don't. No. I don't know what that kicking the guy and then running across the wall while laying on your back thing was, but
Well, he's not going to be a brawler. He's like 5'8".
well, he needs to find something else then. Use
He
guns.
was an Olympic
Just stick with the
diver.
guns.
Did you guys? All right, so we've got just a little bit left.
Food as much.
See, I think Air with Statham after the Beekeeper, he's gonna lean into just going batshit over the
Yeah,
and it'll be good.
Mm.
We'll see.
All of this is for a girl. I'm not stopping until I bring her home.
Well, I mean,
That's the
people have
slapping
done
that woman
worse for a
back alone.
dog.
I don't want, when Matt is here, I do not want to get into the conversation of dogs versus girls. I'm not gonna participate in this.
It was my wife. That's for slapping your wife. Who are you? What are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna
Why
cut that
are you?
line.
You've dropped me in the water. Where are you?
A working man. That's
I'm sorry.
That's a wait for.
Apparently, I have to go see that one. I've already been informed. We're going to see that movie.
I'm gonna drag him out,
I'm
and
gonna go
it's
see
gonna
it.
be good. Yeah. David
I'm sure I
Ayer.
will be the voice of
Discontent.
disagreement on that one.
I'll go see it so you're not alone.
I'm just going on the fact that with Beekeeper, which was the same guys, it was a surprisingly good movie, and I enjoyed the messaging of the government's corrupt and terrible, and so I'm hoping and it looks like
Yes,
they're going to lean more into that too.
I too appreciate stating the obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate when people tell me the sky is blue and water is wet.
It's obvious to us, not to 50% of the country, though.
Did you? All right,
I think there were some fires that may have helped.
May have.
I'm gonna be all right. So I had missed a lot of old Jackie Chan movies for some reason when they came out. Did you guys? Any of you guys ever seen City Hunter?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
So the scene, because when I was in the draft house watching Den of Thieves, they do the pre-show where they have roll. So I think Den of Thieves, they were just going with action movies, and they had this clip from City Hunter, and it was so batshit crazy over the top. I'd never seen it before, and I think Imp knows what scene I'm going to show if you remember City Hunter.
I've seen it, but it's been a while. You do realize it's based around a manga, right?
Here?
Oh my god, it's
Yeah.
called manga.
Oh, that's great.
With the bad dubbing.
Oh, the great English dubbing.
You got these guys. Let me
What?
skip ahead. All right, to the fight. He starts fighting this dude.
So he's dead.
And he's dead.
What?
Dude,
This
this
is-
must have been back around Operation Condor time.
This is what?
This is doing Street
We're just
Fighter.
gonna straight up steal
Yeah,
him.
he's
Also, this hit that
Wait! Did they just do the sound effects too?
Yes.
Yes, they're doing the full sound effects
The hurricane kick sound effect. That's fantastic.
with the 8-bit MIDI. Like,
I like how they gave him a woman's wig.
Oh, he's okay. So he's E Honda now.
Jackie
All
Chan.
right, I think we got it.
Oh no, it gets even better.
No, we have to watch the rest of this now.
Guile.
This might be a what the flick.
Guile shows up.
Why are we not saving this for what the flick? Okay, I've seen enough. I don't want to see any more.
Yeah, save it. Save it. That is
No,
put
dude.
that at the top of the list, man.
Where's Chun-Li?
There it is. Jackie Chan is Chun-Li.
How Capcom didn't sue the living bejesus out of them? is
Wait for
beyond me.
this.
It's China. You think they give a shit?
It's at the time it was Hong Kong.
You
He's
think
doing
they
the-
give a shit?
Yeah, because at the time it might have still been British controlled Hong Kong at that.
I mean, it's pretty much one of the.
Jackie Chan is full on committing to doing the Chun-Li moves too. That's commitment.
Spinning bird kick, yeah.
I don't want to watch anymore.
Look, he even does the celebration.
Stop it! You're ruining it. We gotta save this.
Oh, the entire movie's batshit insane like this.
I thought I had seen all the old ones. I did not see that one.
I wouldn't necessarily count that as one of his old ones. That's probably
I mean,
late
that
80s, early
movie's-
90s.
That's old.
I mean, that's fucking 30 years ago, Imp.
Compared to some of his other movies, which
That's
he did
3
in the
decades.
70s.
Like, I know it all blends together when you're 200 years old, but
Yeah, I know. Evil never dies. Get used to it. I'm not going anywhere.
we will send you to the next world.
All right, Matt, what
Yeah,
do you
me and
have
you.
that I'm adding to the stage? Do you want to is there any setup that I need to do for this?
Nope.
Oh, I love
Oh.
these.
One of the few people we had in the first tournament, so welcome back.
Attack me if you dare, I will crush you!
Great to see you again.
Good seeing you too again, Dale.
I don't know if anyone told you, but we are actually trying to do things a little bit different this year. Each fighter actually costs my side of things about $52,000. That's quite a bit of overhead. So, suffice it to say, we are looking for a very diverse group of fighters to justify that cost.
All right.
So,
DEI all the way back
you
then.
are exactly like Ryu, and you are unnecessary. You're exactly like Ryu, and you're completely unnecessary.
No,
Ryu
but
wears a
what?
white gi.
Hey, pause it
I
for a
don't
second.
get
Matt.
what
Okay, hold on.
unnecessary-
All right, make sure we're doing at.
Oh, no, that's it. Here yeah, y'all can look it up on your own, fuckers. They're great.
I've seen it. I've seen that
Yeah.
before.
I think I've
Got
shown you
the-
all of them.
That is the guy from Silicon Valley.
Yeah. Oh, he's funny, and his best is when he does Vega.
The Vega one
You've
is
shown
really
us
good.
that one.
I mean, Vega as a character is so ridiculous.
Can I use
Vega
my
was my
cloud?
favorite character because he could climb on the wall.
Yeah, because there's always been such a thing as Spanish ninjas.
He's not a ninja.
Yeah,
No.
no, technically in the lore, he is a ninja.
He's a meta ninja.
He's a spinja.
I actually want to say that's what they call
Hold
it.
on, Street Fighter has lore.
There's some
Yeah.
lore buried back there in the character descriptions. Yeah.
More than that, actually, in this day and age, because of all the anime they've done for it.
I will say that the anime from the '90s is awesome.
Like I don't know if you know this, but Sagat, right?
Fucking
his,
Air, man. Get out of the damn game.
his scar is supposedly from Ryu. That's why they hate each other.
Isn't it your?
No, it's Ryu.
No, I thought you were complaining about Texas's bad starting quarterback,
Oh.
Brock. Your. I mean, if they bench him now, they have a shot. They could put it in Arch Manning and make a comeback, but that doesn't seem like it's in the cards.
Sorry, we interrupted Nerd Talk for a second. Go on.
You know,
70s, are you watching the OSU Texas game in the background as
I
well?
am not. I'm watching the LA Kings Winnipeg Jets game in the background.
Ooh, Kylie Minogue's Cammy was fantastic casting and looked great.
That movie was great.
I was actually watching what you were talking about a few minutes ago, and it looked really good.
The City Hunter.
Yeah, that movie was
Street Fighter
like
scene.
that movie was cheesy in a good way.
Yeah. I'm gonna kick your ass so hard.
The next Bison wannabe will feel it. I do like. I love his speech. Was like, they told us we can go home. Matt, I want you. Oh, I thought of it. All right, fantastic bro dubs, man. You gotta like redub. Like, I want you to do the Jean-Claude speech from Street Fighter, but as the Pope's exorcist. They told us we could go home.
Oh, this is the best, and I'm gonna kick his ass with a whole hard.
Oh, that's a great bit. You should do that on your new channel, which has launched.
It has launched.
That's
Yes.
a new channel.
Oh,
How many videos are on it now?
One.
Okay.
One
What's
video,
the-
one live stream.
What's the
Oh
new
my
channel
god, it's
called?
perfect. Mad Libs.
Mad Libs. Wow.
Ooh, that is perfect. I'm gonna shuffle
I've
that
given
one
you
too.
two. That's two great concepts for you.
Where were you on the channel name?
Dude, we gave him so many channel names and he didn't
No, you
like
didn't.
any of them because he then realized that we also put clever jokes in each of the names that we could use against him in the future.
That was true.
All right,
That
but
was true.
I do. But Bros on Film and Mad Libs are two great video series titles
I
for
think
him.
Mad About the Boy would be a great one. I just think
But
that
Mad
would be
Loves
good.
Boys.
Mad Loves Boy, exactly. So Mad About the Boy.
I don't
It's a
care for this
song.
conversation at all.
It's just a song, but also describes his preferences.
Not so mad about the boy?
Mad World.
Ambivalent about
Mad World. I don't know.
Mad's
I
new
don't.
channel.
I don't like the insinuation that Mad, likes boys like that.
Yeah, I don't care for that either.
We all know.
Happy birthday, awesome one.
What? It's someone's birthday. Happy birthday, man. I won't try to ask how old you are because that would be
Yeah, we're
rude.
not singing either. That's not something we do on
No.
this channel.
I don't want to
I
get.
think we should have Imp sing.
No.
Imp, sing happy birthday for the man.
I will be doing no such thing.
Okay.
Wow, see that awesome one?
We
He hates
tried.
you.
What a
All right.
jerk.
So we'll do a little bit of gaming news real quick.
Oh, smoke break.
Nexus Mods is getting hammered
Mm-hmm.
for removing
Again.
a what is this from Marvel Rivals?
This is from Marvel Rivals, yes.
This was the Trump skin for Captain America that the mod put in.
Yeah,
So-
this almost made me go try the game, and then I found out that I wouldn't be able to get the mod, and I was like,
You can still
Eh,
get it, it's just not
never
hosted on
mind.
Nexus.
yeah. This is strike 2 for Nexus. They pulled some crap like this back with Hogwarts Legacy too.
Among other games.
If
Mhm.
you're a modding site, you really, outside of like something that is blatantly illegal in terms of what the mod is doing, and even then I'm not sure what it would be that it would qualify. You kind of have to, you're as a mod, like if you're doing mods, you just got to be committed to doing that. Your community is built around the idea of altering game content. So why, like this seems like it would be a bad idea to alienate their clients and customers.
Nexus has been woke for a while, though. I mean,
Yeah,
Well, what do you
and,
want? They're
and
from the UK.
here's my big issue with it, right? Like they host a lot of mods that are way worse than this.
Oh, yes, they do.
Well, that's what I'm getting
there
at,
is
like-
some filth in the mods that they host.
My guess is that they probably host mods that remove clothes, allow for behaviors in games. I mean, if you're doing all that kind of stuff, which is fine. I don't have a problem with the mod community. The idea of just taking out a thing where someone has a Trump skin, and correct me if I'm wrong, it only shows up on the screen for the person who's running the mod.
More than likely, yeah.
It doesn't change it for like if we were playing Marvel Rivals together, I would still see you as Captain America if I don't have the mod.
Correct.
So I mean I
And
feel
their
like it's
supposed cope was they take down all political mods or US
Which they
political
don't.
mods.
They
Supposedly
have BLM
Biden-
mods that are still up to this day.
and the Nexus would probably be like, but BLM isn't political. It's
Yes, it is.
I know. I'm saying, yeah. That's what I'm gonna.
Doesn't everyone support BLM?
It's a one-way street, as it always is. It is.
Again,
it
what
is
do you want? They're British.
Yeah, it is.
So I wonder if there's a list of approved and disapproved character or real life people you're allowed to put mods into games of. Have they got a list like who's acceptable?
Yeah,
who's not?
whoever aligns with their politics.
Yeah, which
Basically, yeah.
I get you probably get a Keir Starmer mod.
Also, awesome one. That is another one of the articles that I
Yeah, that one's
I
funny.
added to the show list.
That one's just plain funny.
It's just so dumb. These are all so dumb. Like all the articles that I have shared for us to go in through the gaming cornucopia of news this week are just dumb shit.
Well, this one was just, I think, a regular article, right? I have the ones.
Hey, Chad.
Yes.
Texas good score, tying it up. I'll be back. Smoke break.
What did I told you the total would be at the end?
Yep.
I believe my predicted total is 28-17.
Yes, and I already predicted that Texas would lose.
So I feel well on track because right now it's tied 14-14. So what'll happen is it'll go 21-14 Ohio. Then Texas will get a field goal. Ohio will get another touchdown. That's 28-17. And that's where it's going to end. That's the final. That's what I'm calling it right now.
This is the Cotton Bowl game, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, right, yeah. I get it. I know what you're talking about now. The one where they shouted stars during the saxophone national anthem at the beginning.
Probably.
Yeah, they even Nexus Mods even made a statement about it today.
What about the Cotton Bowl?
No, about this freaking mod that they have banned. They're like, well, we also banned the mod that has Barack Obama and Joe Biden. So
Well, see, they shouldn't ban that either. Neither of them should be banned.
no, in all honesty, again, these are modifications you're making to your local files so that your game has a slightly different appearance that no one else sees.
I remember the first time I got into doing anything with mods was Quake in the late 90s.
Mhm.
And I that was when when first started being able to download skins. And I was like, I had a Valkyrie skin from Robotech. I had
I thought you were gonna piss me off, Chad. I thought you were gonna be like, and I downloaded that skin that makes you invisible. I was like,
no, what I did do, it was by Half-Life. When I was playing Half-Life, I got a skin that made you look like Kermit the Frog. And
okay with
so
that.
the skin was half the size of the norm, but that basically that means when people were trying to headshot you, they were just shooting your stomach because of the sprite, So I loved it because people would be like, I shot you in the head. How are you still alive? I was like, because
That's a
not where
little
the head is."
cheaty. That's a little cheaty.
I didn't tell people to shoot me in the Kermit head. It was
All's
fun.
fair in love and war.
That's a little cheaty.
It was Doom 2. But you
Nice.
just changed all the sound effects and stuff.
What,
So
to
like
make it-
when you actually died, it would just do the line from Aliens. Game over, man. Game over.
Mods were free for all, then Bethesda wanted money from said mods, and that led to them modding the mods. Which the sad part is Bethesda needed mods to make a lot of their games good.
Bethesda has never made a good game.
The mods have made some Bethesda games.
The mods have transformed some of them into amazing games, but I stand by Bethesda has never made a good game.
Yeah, even
They're
the one
almost always incomplete in one way or another.
even the one that was good wasn't made by them. New Vegas.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I did enjoy Skyrim, but I could see why people wouldn't. But
I do not enjoy Skyrim unless I mod the shit out of it.
Well, Thomas the Tank Engine instead of dragons always worked for me. But...
No, you have to use the Randy Macho Man Savage Dragon mod, not
right.
In all honesty, I find it funnier when they're My Little Ponies.
I think these articles would be better if they removed the word mod and put mad in instead. So Marvel Rivals trump mad removal from Nexus Mads. And there's a whole new series of channels for Mad then. You could be the Maderator.
Oh boy.
The Mad
Maderator.
The Mad Manager. The Maderator.
Vampire Bloodlines has been repaired by a mod since 2004.
Yep.
Because the developer went out of business. That's this is the downside. This is another reason I don't like live service games a lot of times. Your game only exists while the servers are live.
Yep.
And if they ever take the servers offline, your game is toast. There's no offline play.
Didn't we mention, was it last week or a couple of weeks ago we were talking about this? There's lots of code for games that's lost. Games that are lost, they just can't.
We've talked about it before, but yeah.
Yeah. There are people who try to preserve the code from the old games, but like, back in the 80s, like version controls weren't really a thing, and
yeah.
So you basically got to try and recreate it from scratch, and yeah, it's kind of a mess.
GOG is pretty good for preservation in most cases.
It's decent. I'm playing
Davina's
Forza Horizon 4. It was delisted by Microsoft a few weeks ago. Yep.
Well, yeah, there's a
Expired
reason
vehicle
for that,
licenses.
though. Yeah, the license for the vehicles ran out.
Mm-hmm.
If AAA studios shut down, then most live games go down. Yeah.
So it wouldn't hurt me because I don't play live games.
There's a great game that, all right, so if you're a Transformers fan.
Well, awesome one. I have a running list of AAA studios I think are going to be shutting down before 2030.
We should actually have a sweepstake on it.
I added Devolver Digital to the list just the other day.
Yeah, let's have a Deadpool for AAA gaming studios.
I was gonna say, there's a great the War for Cybertron games that came out in the early 2010s, mid 2010s, were great. They were universally considered the best Transformers games. They even had great multiplayer. They lost the code. They don't have it. And so, because people have been asking about re-releasing it for years, and they were like, we'll pay. We want to play this game again. And they just the studio went bankrupt and got fire sealed. And when whoever bought it, they didn't back up the stuff right. Code's gone. The game doesn't exist. So that
Mr. Grant Gregory AI is in the chat.
Yeah, if you look online, hard copies of that game go for tons of money just because they can't relist it anywhere. Old wrestling games, due to licenses, creation, server shutdowns. Yeah, you also have to watch out. You can't make a certain wrestler named certain things.
Benoit.
Yep.
Yeah, but people still do.
Got him.
Saint Rose 2 Code Spirit. What's got him?
Nothing. It was a sack.
It's all right. It's still on pace for the final that I'm good with. 28-17. It's gonna happen. You're doubting, aren't you? You're doubting.
Yeah, I'm doubting you.
Is Matthew McConaughey there?
They showed him.
Of course, the over/under on showing McConaughey at a Texas game has got to be 3 or 4.
He's down on the side of the pitch, I'm sure.
Exactly. I know he's best friends with Bijan Robinson.
He's usually got a headset on and he's about with the coaches. Yeah.
He's trying to get him to start using Salesforce.
I mean, Matthew McConaughey is probably best friends with pretty much everyone he's ever met.
True.
Dude
And also-
oozes charisma.
Yeah, and also every Texas player drives a Lincoln.
That's going to say there's a lot of Lincolns.
Are you saying
McConaughey, the booster?
McConaughey is providing the NIL money that brought Arch Manning to Texas?
Man, I can get you in a Lincoln. All right, it's so nice. You know what I love about a Lincoln? No matter how old you get, they keep coming out with new ones.
He's like, they call me the Lincoln lawyer for a reason. I made that movie. I get Lincolns all I want. You get a Lincoln, we all get Lincolns. I mean, NIL is interesting because it's completely changing who's competitive in college based on how many boosters you can wrangle into just write fat checks.
Mm-hmm.
Like Bride woke up.
The SEC is getting torched now because for years people would go to SEC teams because they were the best programs. But now these other guys are getting paid at like all these random schools. So the SEC is finally starting to degrade, and you're getting like Notre Dame has all these boosters who can write checks.
Well, Brian, did we talk about it on the show, or was it backstage about the NIL and hockey? Because it's basically going to destroy the AHL and the other lower leagues, because you can actually get paid more to go to college than you do to be playing in the minors.
That's right, yeah.
I mean,
professional junior, AAA junior, yeah.
There's nothing. Having a really good college sports system is not bad for your pro game at all. Your pro game is gonna actually be better for it.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it in principle, but I think if you destroy the leagues, like if it destroys teams in the AHL, the OHL, the Western Hockey League, whatever, then those are local teams that people are going to lose. If some of those go away.
And what do you use for your farm team at that point? A college?
The college is your farm. It's the NFL. That's how the NFL's worked.
I'm just thinking of the fans of those
The
teams,
biggest
those leagues.
I mean, the biggest sports in the world is football and NFL football, and their entire farm system is college football.
What the hell is UAA? That sounds like an insurance company.
Is that a minor league hockey? Is that in Alaska? University of Alaska Anchorage, I'm guessing.
What's URL?
Sounds about right.
How do you get
Slender, can we confirm that would be University of Alaska Anchorage?
Slender left.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah, University of Alaska Anchorage. That's what it is. Yeah. So what's URL? Where do I find this URL that everyone's talking
Well, that's where you find all the information for
stuff. For stuff.
That's an internet address thing that you're
right.
gonna want.
I've been looking for it, man. You must have found it.
Yeah, when I was looking up fire information.
All right. I hopefully I'll get a scholarship to URL.
University
URL would have been useful to Matt if you.
There's you can go to UNLV.
University of North Las Vegas.
University of Nevada, Las Vegas.
Oh, that's it.
Otherwise known as Viva.
Viva. Yeah, that's good. Took me a second. Got it.
Uh-huh. Thank you very much.
What is this new game we're playing with chat?
Oh, well, we need Slender back for it, but he got scared off by Sports Ball.
Is it a competitive game because Slender won't participate anymore?
No, it's a fun game, not competitive. But it's Slender's game, so I want him here for it.
No.
So we'll do another of the stories that was just a story instead of the game. Let me share.
I mean, you're on borrowed time with me.
I'm amazed you've lasted as long as you have. But on the plus side, you've gotten 2 new naming concepts that are great.
Mm-hmm.
That he probably didn't write down.
I did write down, actually.
Have you guys been all right? I'm not getting political, but the sign interpreters on these LA
We need to
press
take up half
conference.
a screen for sign language when you could just turn on closed captioning.
Look at how this guy's committing.
I like his.
It looks like
commitment.
a Key and Peele skit.
He just touched his nipples.
and then understand how that hurts.
And now he's grabbing the boobs.
It looks like he's
this
making.
is a skit.
For what was identified
This is the. It looks like he's making the JO movement a couple times.
I love the ones that wasn't it Joe Biden's one when they looked at like, what the fuck is he talking about?
Dude, that signer got soul.
That's right.
Here,
This one
like,
the messages that are
look
going
at
out
this
right
guy.
now that are not being
Here it comes.
He's
You,
actually-
me, what?
human action.
He's actually doing a Marvin Gaye lyric right now. He's
Did
not doing it-
did he do the rice bowl chopsticks in there?
I believe in miracles, you
still
sexy
used
thing.
for what was identified as like a critical fire weather that we're still.
Oh, that one, I like that one. That's the one I like.
And we'll continue to.
It's funny,
This
I watched-
reminds me of, I think it was out of New York where there was the story where the person who got hired didn't know sign language, was just making it up.
was making it up, yeah.
And they finally got caught because they
The
were
one
an
person.
an actual like major event happened, and so people were tuning in.
Right.
And so when this person's getting up there and making just nonsensical gestures, hearing impaired people started actually making
Going like
complaints
this
like,
But yeah, just turn closed captions on.
yeah, I think Soul says, yeah, it was a chick who did it for years. Nobody caught on until like it was an actual
What a great
major
bit.
city event and people were actually tuning in.
What a
That's
great
the
bit.
part that always
Tells us that
baffled
it's
me
not
is
necessary.
we have closed captions.
That's what I said at the beginning.
Have they got anybody interpreting for the disabled as well? Shouldn't it be on the other side of the podium?
Oh boy.
How about for the neurologically impaired?
The neurodivergent.
The neurodivergent, yes.
It sounds like a sci-fi movie.
It's a Divergent with Shailene Woodley, who was like the least attractive girl they tried to force down your throat for years.
And the least attractive girl that Aaron Rodgers dated.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is kind of messed up, so I don't.
That would be a good movie, though. Neurodivergent. It would be a sequel to Divergent. It could have a lot of plot possibilities.
Did Aaron Rodgers mess up? Because Olivia Munn went a little bit insane there for a while.
I mean,
And then
people
we do
after
one
the
in Portugal called Eurodivergent.
Neurodivergent. Well, they're into their divergency there, that's for sure.
Aaron Rodgers is a joke. He's
A Hall of Fame joke.
not before Eli gets in. That's for sure.
I think Mad Virgin. There's a good channel name, Mad Virgin.
Boo Woodley was super attractive, so hot in that one clone movie. No, Shailene Woodley was never hot or super attractive. Not once.
Who's Boo Woodley?
No, he's
Oh,
saying.
right, just kidding, Shifty.
Yeah.
Or are we going to shelf the other articles and go
You
straight to the
remember-
game?
You remember Boo Woodley?
Boo Radley
You-
from.
Yeah, he was on trial for.
Boo Woodley was.
Yeah.
I don't remember the
No,
book
it-
enough
Boo Rad-
to
that
make that joke.
No, Boo Radley wasn't the one on trial.
Yeah, I know. That's why, like I said, I don't know the book enough to get that to make that joke. But there's one there.
To Kill a Mockingbird, people.
Kill a
It's,
Mockingbird.
it's a classic American literature.
Yes, I've read it.
All
Radley's
right,
was
which one
about-
do you want to start with for the game? We've got Siri. We've got
Let's
Dragon
do the Dragon Age's biggest strength.
There you
Okay.
go. Right.
I like Dragon Age.
Yeah, you?
I mean, not the
So
new one. I haven't played
Slender,
it.
introduce our new
Okay.
game.
The name of the game is just the headline. All right. You get this segment right here. This is all you get to look at. Now you have to predict some of the things you think might appear in this article.
It's interactive. Chat gets to
okay.
do this too.
So,
sorry.
Corinne Bush is the ruler of RPGs, conqueror of haters. Oh my god.
To be fair, some people might pronounce that first name Corinne, but
Well, they're dumb. Corinne Bush. Yeah. All right. So the director of
I believe it's Corinne
Boucher.
Bush. Got it. The
Hold on,
director
you're-
of Dragon Age brings her personal journey to life in her games with a rich, messy tapestry of love, life, and romance.
I predict the words non-binary appear in this article.
Ooh.
Soul Assassin is saying something about toxic gamers.
Yeah, toxic
Awesome
gamers
One
for
is
sure.
saying that racism, queer, diversity are words that will be somehow
LGBTQIA.
Bigot.
Yeah, delusional might appear there. Oh no, that won't, of course, because they are delusional.
I would say equity is probably definitely.
Oh yeah,
a word
equity.
I would expect it.
Yeah.
Body shaming.
Non-binary. Get it? Because Davina's like, no one's buying the game.
Personal journey, perhaps.
Ooh, Shifty was a bit of a Hail Mary. I don't know if Sweet Baby Inc. is mentioned. I can't remember.
Ooh, this is a good one. I predict someone like me being.
Oh yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like,
Representation.
See myself and representation. Yes.
You know, like a deputy LA firefighter chief would say right before she's like, "Why would I get you out of a burning building?
You put yourself there."
It's your fault for being there.
I remember.
I didn't set your house on fire.
When Kurt Russell's character was like, "Hey, I'm not going in there." Why
Who
would
told
I do
him to be in a burning house anyways?
What do they think? Our job is to try to save people in a burning house? That's the pizza delivery guy's job. I've seen that video on YouTube. All right, so I think we've got some good predictions. Chat, anybody want to get final predictions for what you're going to see? That term they use for dudes who refuse to have incels. Well, incels will
I
be
think the word dong should appear. As in, I've still got a big swinging dong.
like the donger from 16 Candles.
Oh, wait. 70s, are you predicting that there will be mention of a trans journey in here somewhere?
I think so, yes. Probably something like that, yes.
I would like to say that I feel like the words "my truth" might also be are a variation of "my truth," "my story," "my
Is package, is the word package there anywhere? As in
lesbian Chad.
I still have a package.
All right, shall we go through the article and see what we're gonna get?
I think Kat may have already read this article based on what I've seen so far.
I've seen this a while ago, yeah.
All right. If there's a single Dragon Age character that ever
how about I read it, Chad? Put a little life into it.
All right, you do that.
If there's ever if there's a I don't know why I went so southern with it. If there's a single Dragon Age character that ever made their way to Super Smash Bros, it should be the lovable dwarf Varric Thithras. I remember her. At least
him.
Oh, yep. At least that I remember him as well. At least that's what Dragon Age, the Veilguard director Corinini Bushidi thinks. Did I say it right that time?
Yep.
Corinne
That
Bush.
was perfect.
Can you imagine? Oh, sorry. Can you imagine in a game like Smash Bros. Seeing him whip around the battlefield? Boucher tells Inverse.
That Bobby Boucher.
Bobby Boucher.
Loves the foosball.
Oh, you could smash someone back off the ledge by giving Bianca a good old toss. And don't worry, it's a ricochet. He'll catch it. It writes itself. Said Boucher.
Gambit mode.
Was Boucher.
Oh,
Varric.
by the way, real quick, Matt, did you see that Taylor Kitsch was getting approached to be in the relaunch of Friday Night Lights that Peacock is doing?
No, but I love it already.
All
Except
right.
for when you said when Peacock was relaunching it.
Well, it's because NBC they did. The
I
first
know.
one.
But is he going to be the coach now?
No, he's gonna play the same character coming back.
Oh, so he's gonna be back at fullback. Some kind of
Riggins.
loophole that he didn't graduate or some shit.
No, coming back
And still
as
has 2 years of eligibility.
I think he'll be coming back to be the coach now.
Well,
But,
he'll self-identify as a high
I
school
know this
student.
is not the game, but we can't get through a single fucking episode of this show without them talking about that fucking movie.
What movie?
It's a TV
We were
show
talking about the TV series, not
Yeah,
the movie.
the movie's so good though.
Don't fucking care.
I mean, somebody doesn't have clear eyes.
Minka Kelly.
That's why you're gonna lose.
All
Varric,
right, hold on. Yeah,
always
go ahead.
with his beloved crossbow Bianca, has been something of a poster dwarf for the franchise, a constant in a series that drastically changes between each entry. But Varric himself is also a perfect representation. Nail that one. Of Dragon Age at
Representation.
large.
Yep.
an emotionally complex character, Varric openly deals with deep trauma, but can still manage to be whimsical and uplifting. That holistic sense of character is a big part of what makes Dragon Age so successful and lasting. Its influence is clear to see, especially
Citation needed on that one.
its influence is clear to see, especially in the 2023 Game of the Year, Baldur's Gate 3, which heavily borrows from the world and party member design of Dragon Age games. It's a connection that's been pointed out by countless fans and critics. But what's fascinating is how am I getting more southern as I read this?
It sounds like you are.
You're
kind
about
of drifted into Cajun a little bit there.
You're like 2 paragraphs away from trying to get us to whitewash your fence for
You're
you.
transitioning, mad, as you
And
can.
Davina, you made the right choice. The only good one is Dragon Age Origins.
I like Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oranges is good. Orange,
Matt, it's like when they
Yeah,
try
the
to
whole
get me to
franchise
do
is
it in
mid.
walk-in voice, and by the end of it, I sound like Bernie Sanders. I
But,
can't keep it going that long.
But what's
They
fascinating
want
is
you
how,
to buy the games, but they don't want you to.
how Baldur's Gate 3 and Veilguard feel like they're advancing different aspects of Dragon Age identity.
Oh,
we got an identity.
Identity. That was one of the words we said would be in there.
By the way,
So
it's
that-
totally appropriate with my current avatar. I think that may be where it's coming from.
True.
Somebody mentioned identity.
Yeah. So identity was.
Oh, it's not
we've
lost.
got, so far, we've gotten representation and identity.
We're about to get into the real shit now.
It's not lost on me, and it's not lost on the team how important these games are in people's lives. Boucher says, "Coming into this game, there's a tremendous feeling of accountability and of needing to be true and authentic to what these games mean to people."
So you went from
Authentic.
Cajun to French.
Yep, that's how they do.
Well, Cajuns are French.
So
Yep.
he went from Bobby Boucher style to now he's turned into Chance from Hard Target, which is just Jean-Claude Van Damme as Gambit.
When it comes to authenticity in games, plenty of directors and well, I mean, it's either this or Chad reads it. Okay, let's appreciate.
No, I'm cool. I'm
Okay.
loving every minute of this.
When it comes to authenticity, did anybody name that one?
I think
Authenticity?
authentic-
I don't know if authenticity was named.
No, it was a variation, synonym type thing.
In games, oh, I see those gators popping up in the chat. Plenty of directors and developers talk the talk, but Boucher is the rare game. I like that he's Cajun now. He's the rare game maker who delivers.
You mean the
What?
she's Cajun?
Okay,
Hold
Hold
on.
on.
Haven't determined whether it's a she.
Oh
All we
yeah,
had was a picture.
Guys, don't give it away.
But
For-
this is where it's going to really drive it home for Mad, because I know he knows somebody who plays this game an awful lot.
from her time with The Sims to Dragon Age, Boucher has always brought a deep sense of humanity. Why am I doing it now? I'm not even quoting her. Deep sense of humanity to the game, putting characters first and never shying away from nuance or complexity in identity relationships in an existential crisis. It's Dragon Age series legacy with Veilguard, but Boucher isn't finished yet. She's come a long way. Is that Boucher? Oh no, that's
This is
fair.
what she looked like beforehand.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah. And still does in a bad
There you
way.
go.
Oh yeah, like many developers, Boucher got her start from humble beginnings, working on a series that's a far cry from a fantasy epic, Tiger Woods PGA Tour. God damn. Anyway, in fact, Boucher hadn't planned on working video games at all, but using her digital animation degree, she landed work on Tiger Woods as an environmental
Tiger Woods.
artist. Tiger Woods.
He's now gone Asian on us.
That's a deep cut though.
Oh,
He let that
Tiger
Tiger
Woods.
Woods.
Mad
No.
sounds like Uncle Duvet from Hard Target.
What happened to your shotgun, Uncle Dave? Well, Gator ate it.
And now you've turned into Cajun Wilford Brimley, so it's
That's Uncle Boucher.
See, now because we're talking about golf, I'm pivoting over to Happy Gilmore, and I'm like, damn, alligator bit my hand off.
It's pronounced Big Boutte.
Big Boutte.
From Buckaroo Banzai.
But my Tiger Woods was it's a deep cut from Shaft, the Samuel L. Jackson movie, where Peoples. You know why they call him Peoples?
Because he takes care of them.
Yep, he takes care of his peoples. He said like Tiger Wood and his daddy. Nope, that's from Waterboy.
Waterboy.
Yeah. Like that Tiger Wood and his daddy.
I saw you on the cover of the Sports
ESPN
Illustrated.
says if you come out to the draft, you'll be the #1 pick. I'm gonna stay in college. That's stupid.
Forget college, dummy.
Whoa. But her love
Stay
of
diabetes in cage.
diabetes.
That actually sounded more normal than
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah,
how Wilfred Brimley says.
You lost the Cajun.
Diabetes. But her love of RPGs started long before that, with some deep cut classics like Hero of Might and Magic 3 and Final Fantasy 10, 11, Final Fantasy 12.
I appreciate
got
the
there.
Roman numeral math that you did real fast.
I got there.
And
I
let's
appreciate
take a
that she
quick
truly
pause.
loves the RPG classics.
Yeah, let's take a quick pause. Which she argues is the best one in the series. Does anybody think Final Fantasy 12 is the best one in the series?
God, no.
No, it's
Not
good.
even.
Anybody?
I know people have a feeling beloved about 7 because that was like the gateway Final
Wasn't
Fantasy.
12 the first action one?
No, it played more like an MMO.
Yeah.
It did. But like Final Fantasy 12 never comes up in those
Never
discussions.
heard.
I know,
4, 6, 7, and 10. Those are the ones people argue over.
7 and
I
10 are
hate
the
10.
ones I hear 7 and 10 all the time.
It's 7.
7 is the best.
God damn it.
You're on crack.
But
I have Final Fantasy 12. It's weird.
Okay. Pause. Imp. 7 is the best, but I only put it slightly above 4 and 6.
You're still on crack.
What do you think?
6.
an even bigger influence on her personal philosophy as the developer, however, was the Square Enix cult classic Xenogears. That was the first RPG that really touched my heart. That made me cry.
I'm disgusted that she worked on that game because that's one of my favorites.
No, she didn't know.
work on it.
Work
She
on it.
played.
It was just an influence.
It just touched her heart. Okay.
Where I fell in love with the characters.
Show us on
realized-
the doll where Xenogears touched
I
you.
think she has been touched quite a lot.
And realized these games have something to say. Says
No, that
Boucher.
was Zoe Quinn. Zoe Quinn was the one who was touched a lot.
They touch on deep socially irrelevant narratives, though these fantasy settings and the complexity of characters.
Well, there's a contradiction in terms socially relevant narratives and fantasy games. Those two never go
And
together.
let's just take a second to appreciate Mad really going for it with that last bit of the quote.
He's
Yeah, I'm just
transitioning as we
so
go.
happy that Matt is embracing the spirit of the game.
Yep. Those
The
specific
spirit of the game
RPGs.
is reading an article at the moment.
Yep.
Those specific RPGs have a lot to say about identity and personality, and that's a topic that Boucher has constantly wanted to explore in her work. How games can explore autonomy and choice. Boucher has been open in the past about transitioning while at BioWare and how
there
much
you
the
go.
studio helped him feel seen and supported. But there's another vital piece of his career that directly see how I transitioned
Yes,
I did.
of his career that directly played into Boucher's expertise with Dragon Age. And it might not be what you think. I bet it is. Before leading the charge on Velgard, Boucher honed his skills working working on an even bigger mega hit franchise, The Sims.
And how does The Sims translate to Dragon Age?
No,
It doesn't, but it translates to Shredda playing hours and hours and hours of gameplay. So,
And also on The Sims, isn't it a binary choice of what character you get to play?
Not anymore.
Not
they
anymore.
changed-
Nope.
I'm
Yeah,
guessing
it's
The original?
the Bobby Boucher over there probably as creative director brought in the umpteen choices. But Soul Assassins, as my mama says, that alligators are ornery because they got all them teeth and no toothbrush. You're wrong, Colonel Sanders.
Sorry, son, but Mama's wrong again.
Wrong again.
No,
Colonel Sanders, you're wrong.
Felt my first boob in the middle of that movie.
Mickey Valancourt.
You're really what?
She
Sorry,
wasn't
my first
expecting it.
non-bro boob. I probably should clarify.
She was sitting in the seat in front of you. That's assault, man.
And I saw her boobies, and I like them too.
Mad coming out of. What'd you think of the movie? Boobies aren't the devil, Mama.
I don't remember them showing boobs in it. I remember her
Matt is
lifting
saying,
her shirt.
No, I said I
Matt
felt.
is saying he got real. He actually got to first base. No, second base.
I think that's second base.
That's second base. That's over. You stayed over the close, correct?
Well, yeah, it was in a movie theater.
Then, I mean,
You
okay.
could still slip your hand under a shirt without taking the shirt off.
I mean,
still second base.
No,
Yeah, it's still second base.
Third isn't third under the close?
Fingering.
Oh boy, let's just say it. Goddamn, Brahma.
Damn,
Jeez.
dude.
Euphemisms,
Seriously.
man.
Ugh.
We're family friendly here.
Oh, then I should probably
like
leave.
what you do on a guitar.
Oh no, don't do that. That upsets them.
That upsets
them. You should see their face when you try to do dueling banjos.
They like the G chord, but when you try to go for an E.
All right, we can skip that paragraph. There's nothing good in there.
All right. But I
Talks about working at Maxis.
Yeah, but it's a quote, so Mad gets to say it in character.
Oh, that's true.
You hit a C
It's
minor.
going to take him a little bit to recover.
Where am I at?
He's
Okay.
The only paragraph on the page.
Mad, he's like, Mad is the Mad.
Hitting that G string. Plucking that. Working at Max's on a game. Sorry, I was going too southern.
Dude, this thing changes every time.
Working at Max's on a game like The Sims is an incredibly fortunate environment for a designer to really hone their skill or craft, as I said in this quote. And the reason I say,
wait, now we're Matthew McConaughey.
It's all over the place.
Look, man, I offer variety. And the reason I say that is they're deeply complex games, said Boucher. You're really exploring underlying systems that drive character behavior.
Now
Team
it's
progression,
Robert E. Lee doing the
game
fancy,
economies, all allow for emergent gameplay.
You sound like when Martin Sheen was Robert E. Lee in Gettysburg. Oh my man, that go.
And that whole paragraph is just so, it's corporate speak. That is fucking corporate speak.
All of this is corporate speak. I'm not reading.
All right,
anymore.
here, let's
That's
get you
all.
just
We
to the
are
next
right.
quote where it's actually him, it, they, them.
I love that
some-
marriage of simulation and these fantasy worlds are full of rich, deep characters that I feel lived in.
Now this
believe
is
that-
Red Gun Tea.
I believe that an RPG continue to evolve. What you'll see is an increasing focus on that marriage between simulation and a fantasy storytelling layer. Say Boucher. After all, it's about immersion. It's about autonomy and relatedness.
Now
These
you're
are
the
deep-
French dude from the Patriot.
These are deep common aspects between these two seemingly different styles of games.
Mon ami.
Mon ami.
Ratatouille.
I'm just going to the quotes now. Here
I
we
mean,
go.
this is.
No, wait, there we go.
Oh wow, here we go.
Yep. This
Yep.
is another
This
one of
is
those
where-
ones that everybody predicted.
And chat nailed it.
I'm an openly queer trans woman. Can't you tell by my voice?
Hold
It
on,
shaped
time out
everything.
real quick. Wouldn't being an openly queer trans woman mean you're still a dude who likes
Well,
chicks?
who likes chicks? Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
would have said.
As a matter of
So-
fact, you liked chicks so much that you turned yourself into one.
That's the way. It's better to study them, no? So now I know all the tricks. I know it. I know all the strings to hit. Yeah.
Here's your quote. All right, go for it. Mad.
I'd go C C G E. Oh man. Okay, where am I at? All right. It shifted everything about who I am. And it's been the source of a lot of joy, a lot of difficulty, and perspective.
Who
This
else
is
has
life.
seen Kids in the Hall? These are the fur trappers.
That's what he's doing now from Kids in the Hall.
For me personally, one of the greatest gifts about being trans, it comes with gifts, is the amount of introspection it forces upon you. You spent a lot of time deeply examining who you are and why that matters.
Apparently, Jacques over there is going to go try to trap some beaver pelts.
That's right. Then he's going to go shoot up some natives down in Fort Benton.
I was going for a double entendre, but I think only Slender chuckled at it.
I am also catching small hints of the French soldiers in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
Catching a touch of the French Canadian guy from Slapshot.
No, now go away, or I shall taunt you a second time.
It's not allowed, not in the rules.
I'm trying to find more quotes.
It's very bad. You have to think about it for 2 minutes in box.
2 minutes, and then you...
When developing a game, Boucher says he is thinking about the war and introspection play on people general and how each of us go through our lives having these moments of crisis, epiphany. Hold on.
Davina Duckford says, "Oui, monsieur."
These crises, epiphanies, and those quiet moments when you're alone. And then I'm like, oh no, I'm really a guy. No, don't say that, Boucher. You're not.
Hold on.
Me?
Mad, please say be our guest, please.
Be our guest
to put our service to the test.
No, say, do you have a license for that minky?
I don't know about the minky, but I can tell you what I do with my pinky. That's called hitting E minor.
That would be third base for Brahma.
No. If he's hitting E minor with the pinky, he's going well beyond third base.
It's like
I ran around the home. Sometimes you get to slide in.
I was playing Dragon Force on Guitar Hero with my right hand.
When you're doing advanced moves like the Shocker, you've gone past what we have bases for.
I did. Oh no, I had to run over the catcher. I did not notice he had the tampon in. I had to go right through the catcher to get the home plate.
Oh, all right.
Oh boy.
Get it? The tampon would be the catcher.
Oh, stop, please.
I'm so glad I'm not going to be the only one in hell when we end up there.
How do you know we're not there already?
I'm just doing a 3-day. I'm just doing 3 days, and I'll be back in heaven. I'm just doing a set.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sure, Mad.
Where's
open the
okay,
queer trans woman for when you look like a woman but go down like a man.
Hey, you guys asked for this. I don't know why chat's all oofing. Please no.
This is.
I don't think anybody asked for the little bit extra you're putting on there.
Well, then I shouldn't have been invited on. Maybe hide the link better.
Hold on. Were you invited on though?
Yes, Matt's always invited on.
Boom.
Now, normally I send the time, but I was told a couple days back that Matt was not going to make it. So this is extra brotastic because he's pushing through.
Yeah, we weren't expecting Mad tonight, and
yeah, this is me off medication.
Has he fucking delivered?
Yeah.
This is me off medication,
and we got a guy called M.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Hey, M.
Yep.
Have you seen the outro? I love the outro.
The outro is actually my favorite. I like the outro better than the intro.
Yeah,
the spaceman getting chased is pretty.
It's a whole fucking story in the outro. You're welcome.
Yep. We're taking that shit to the moon.
That's not just one clip, dude. I had to buy multiple clips off of fucking Adobe to get that story told.
He Neil Breen the outro.
I'm just like I was expecting a white tiger to show
up. Well, Mad probably spent more.
Good night, Penny. Thanks for hanging out.
Night.
Good night.
I think we should talk about it. Boucher says it's hard. I grew up in a time when it really felt like we're there to celebrate the games and to have these shared experiences, and that drive is still there. Wait, why? Wait,
it's a single player game.
But why is it hard?
It's hard right now.
Because she's super excited.
Oh, because the games aren't getting the love because they're bad?
It's still, I guess.
God damn it, it's 27-14. Are you kidding?
Oh, they're about to hit the extra point too, so I guess that would mean
Yeah, but they're not going to kick a field goal.
No, if it's 27, it was already 21
I know,
to 14.
Texas is not going to kick a field goal.
Yeah, they can't.
It would be pointless to kick a field goal with 2 minutes left, being
All
down.
right, well,
13.
I can turn this the fuck off. Thanks, Chad.
I guess
Wow, kind of sound like Slender the other night.
I guess I was slightly off on my total, so that's terrible.
My prediction was spot on.
I mean, as gambling goes, mine saying 28 to 17 is pretty.
I laid $1,000 down on the exact score that you gave me, so it's not okay.
Well, that was retarded.
Why would you lay down $1,000 on sports?
Well, if you know what you're doing.
Wait a second. Why are you saying it's 27-14? I still see it as 21-14.
Well, you're behind.
27-14.
I'm on the ESPN website. I guess they're just not up.
I was watching it live on YouTube.
When was
TV.
the last time the score was updated?
I guess
it's showing that it's
2 minutes and 1 second left in the fourth. It's 27-14.
Oh, they must have intercepted. Oh, whatever. Cool.
No, not cool.
All right. Oh, did that break?
You just sucked out a whole Mad's will to read.
Yep.
He doesn't want to channel the Cajun trans, non-binary, queer game developer anymore.
No.
Look,
Yeah,
they even
really
did
sounded like a little kid there. No.
Now he's channeling Tuesday Night Slender.
Take my ball and I'm going home.
Oh, here you go. You don't want to talk about your most authentic, best experiences?
Wait, what?
I think someone did mention that. Something along those lines. I think we need to consider that we can make the most authentic, best experiences when we're...
Oh, wait. Inherently diverse. Yep. So we had diversity.
But I love it when this person talks about diversity and differences and whatever, and in the game they force you to play or have to sit through someone like her telling you all about their stuff. There's no choice there. There's no choice.
Hold on. Sorry, I got to read this. In Boucher's mind, not embracing the lived experiences of the development team would result in stories and worlds that felt less relatable, less alive.
Bullshit.
Game developers also need to feel safe in what they do, which ultimately means being able to see themselves reflected in their work.
I think we just finished the bingo card. I think everybody predicted at least one thing that appeared in this article.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no need in a video game to know anything about the lived experiences of the development team.
Especially in a fantasy RPG.
Yeah.
You know what Madden's been missing for years? That self-identity from the development
Let's
team.
talk about this. Going back to the beginning of gaming, right? Game developers have always been kind of weirdos. A little bit fringe, right? They don't represent themselves in games. They generally represent who they wish they were, which was a little more normal, and admirable people. The whole point of a game is it's
to get you out of.
It's aspirational. Like, you're not supposed to be you in a game. You're supposed to be better than you because you fucking suck.
Hey, Matt.
I was thinking when I played Manhunt.
Matt, are you really looking forward to next year's Madden where you get to have the scene where you become a trans person who comes out to the team?
It'll just be one of the referees.
Yeah, it's like you really get that. What do they call the
It's in the game.
move stick?
Oh, the hit stick?
Yeah, the hit stick has got a whole different meaning now.
It's like saying I bought this phone and I really need to know about the lived experience of the people on the assembly line that made it.
You mean the small children?
Yeah, the small children. No.
Their lived experiences, they get up, they work for 12 hours,
made-
they go home and eat their rice gruel, sleep for 3, and go back and do it again.
Yeah, but
Sounds like a
it's
simple
Buy a
existence.
car. You don't need to know about the lives of the people in the assembly line. We don't care about their lived experience. Is the product any good? Do I want it and do I like the product? Does it do
And
what it
this
should
is
do?
this is especially untrue as it relates to RPGs.
Yes.
The point is you are playing a role. You're not supposed to be you.
Yeah, it's a fantasy world as well. This fantasy RPGs even more so. I wonder if that dragon's non-binary. You know, you don't give a shit about that. It's nothing. It has nothing to do with the gaming or the game or the experience of the game. It's just ridiculous.
Like these were just they were wholly the wrong people to make the fucking game because clearly they have no imagination.
Narcissistic, self-absorbed. Yeah, you name it.
Out of a job soon, more than likely.
Oh, they
hopefully.
have a ton of imagination, though, Slender. They imagine themselves as a completely different gender.
They imagine themselves as competent.
It's just the only thing that dominates all of their time and their brain power.
That explains why Imagine is their new national anthem. Have you noticed that they play
Most
that
of them
everywhere?
couldn't even imagine that shit until they were taught how. Our schools taught them how.
Bad take, Bojan. It's a bad day when I don't see myself in the HTML code I write.
Exactly. Exactly. It's just narcissism to the extreme degree.
Yeah, put me in the game. Put me in the story.
And I like bros, and they like me too. And some showed me their boobs, and I like them too. Mads 2025.
Not untrue.
Bride of Slender, but it's fantasy. But it's fantasy. Just pick the other gender if that's what you want.
You could play what you should be able to play whatever you want, but these.
I mean, it's not like
I thought as a trans person you viewed yourself as one of the other two genders. Like
there's not just two genders.
There's
what are you
only
talking
two.
About? There's about 98.
I remember when I played Golden Axe 2. You could be a dude, you could be a girl, or you could be the little dwarf. And each
Girl had
one,
the sword, dwarf had the axe.
the girl got the most magic.
I wouldn't
which
play
is-
as the dwarf. That's like real life.
The dwarf had the most damage close quarters, and the dude was the most balanced. So
That's the other thing about Veilguard and similar games for the modern audience. None of the choices matter, and they've evened out the skills and plus and minus as attributes of races or individuals, so that everyone's the same. Doesn't matter if you play as an orc or play as a dragon or play as whatever, all the same.
And those people will be with you till the end of the game. In Dragon Age Origins, you could pretty much kill every NPC you came across within 5 minutes of meeting them.
Yep. In fact, you
So the
should
Brahma treatment of Elden Ring NPCs.
Basically, yeah.
kill them all.
They don't have a purpose.
But yeah, no one can die. I think Veilguard, I don't think any of them can die.
You meet the Kunari in the cage pretty early on in the game. You can just leave him there. You do not have to get him out so that he can join your party. You could just fucking leave him. I usually do because I find him annoying.
No consequences, so there's no tension or excitement in a game with no consequences.
Nope.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do. And it's the same pablum. The slop in the dialogue is terrible in that game. Just
Dude, that
slop.
dialogue is basically written by 6th graders. Like
Yeah.
these people are writing at a middle school level.
Yeah, with no imagination, no experience.
Because their only sense of literature is young adult and shit like Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's fucking text.
You've got a fantasy
Also,
game. They're speaking
there's-
like high school people in fantasy game. They're speaking like high schoolers in California.
there's never enough trans. There must always be more trans.
Trans.
The only
like how you use
trans
both of the theirs in there.
I like when I was younger, the only trans that I knew about was a Trans Am. That was like
Well, they weren't invented yet.
or I guess we used to just call them. I guess if you call them trannies or transvestites,
Well,
I
tranny was
mean,
short for transmission. He had tranny fluid.
I mean, we have that really amazing, movie with Uncle Jesse where he had to face off against an evil transvestite villain.
Oh yeah, yeah. Never Too Young to Die.
That was such a weird.
That's such a
weird
great movie.
choice. It's good. I enjoyed it.
Ragnarok. Gene Simmons was awesome.
They they ran out of gender fluid.
I mean, technically, when we grew up, it was just cross dressers.
Dude, once you run out of gender fluid, that's when you drop the tranny.
Very angry dressers.
You know what, Matt? All right, that's the next time we have an openly transitioning person on an article, you need to do the voice from that movie.
From what? It's
That's a
Never
hard
Too Young
voice to
Die?
match.
Yeah.
With Gene Simmons playing that character. that would be
That's tough.
Davina Duckworth for Channy.
Why does the story need to? Why does the game need to be relatable anyway? Why do you? It doesn't have to be relatable.
It
Here's
still
my
isn't.
question,
It
right?
shocks my children when I say it.
Here, I don't know what she's talking about. Here's my question, though, right? Game developers also need to feel safe in what they do. Okay, let's quantify and qualify that statement. Like, what does that extend to? If you make a shitty game and no one buys it and it fails and your studio shuts down and you're out on the street because you made a shitty game, are we supposed to do something to make sure that
Yes.
you still feel safe in what you do?
We're supposed to feel bad for them and want them to be saved from that fate.
There were developers in that fucking studio that knew this game was a pile of shit. And they didn't feel safe enough to speak up about that. So if they don't feel safe in what they do, that's on you motherfuckers. That's not on us.
It's taken the idea of having a team that can feel safe in trying new things and taking big swings and extending that to, well, if somebody doesn't like my game, then I don't feel safe, and that's not right.
Yeah,
you get what I'm
not-
saying?
yeah,
It's taking it from feeling safe in an environment where you can create, you can be creative, to being safe into making poor choices and making a bad game. Those two things are not the same, but they're using it. They're
We're not allowed to
confusing
fail.
those two things.
We're not allowed to fail. It's not fair that we fail.
Dude, at least
Cater.
half the team probably knew this game was shit. Probably 75% of them knew this game was shit. Why didn't they feel safe enough to speak up? Oh, that's right, because they don't feel threatened by the people who are going to play the game.
they would
They
lose
feel
their
threatened by the
jobs.
people who are running the fucking projects.
Yeah, failure is not an option for these people because it's failure means, oh, the haters did it to us, or we didn't do it, everyone did it to us, and that's so unfair. And there's no consequence. They don't believe or understand in consequences. They've never
Awesome
had to
one. A
deal
lot of
with
these game companies, they may have been bailed out in the past. They're not going to get bailed out. Right? The economy it's not in a place where they can get bailed out. I really do think a lot of these are going to fold up shop, probably get bought out by your EAs and your other, huge companies. But we're going to see a lot of the smaller AAA developers fold up shop before 2030. They're fucking done. Ubisoft is among those.
Yeah, BioWare and Ubisoft are prime candidates.
Bethesda's probably going to go. There's quite a few. I've got a running list somewhere. I don't remember where I put it because I actually wrote it on a piece of paper.
And they could scream all they like about haters. They did it to themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mad's gonna drop.
Yeah, I've hit that wall. I'm done.
Hey, Mad. Thanks for showing up, though.
No problem, man. I had a blast.
Thanks for bringing that French guy with you.
Yeah, he was cool. I like him
I like
probably
that
better
guy.
than you, actually.
Okay, well, now it's getting hurtful again. I don't like where this is going.
You should have an avatar for the French Mad.
Yeah, true. All right, bye, everybody.
All right, thanks for
Later.
coming, Mad. Appreciate it. That was an unexpected surprise. The Cajun interpretation of this article really drove it home. Made the first time we played the game very fun. So, hope everybody.
But
I think we need to tune it up and kind of package it somehow. But I think there's something here.
Well, we need a bingo card version of it where you pick the. You can fill in
That
the bingo.
that
card.
might be good.
Yeah.
We put out a bingo card an hour before so everyone
That's
can
right.
grab it.
So you have to fill in the words you think will appear.
Yeah, but
I
Shifty,
feel
we
like it's
can't
gonna
do
be the
music
same
trivia
words.
every week.
I feel like it's going to be the same words in every article.
Yes. Well, pick articles in different languages. That might make it harder.
Nah, the other sample article I had was the one about
Siri.
having
Witcher.
Siri as the Witcher 4 lead will help the game explore the Witcher's sexism. So that one's a lot more focused
But
on the feminist
But
stuff and the misogyny.
It doesn't have to just be articles about games. You can have sports articles with all the cliches. So you can pick which cliche is going to appear in that coach's interview or that article. So you can have multiple subjects.
We are coming up. It's going to be, we're about 3-4 weeks away from the Super Bowl. So that could be a good one for sports cliches
Right.
when they do all the interviews. We've got
And I might even
events.
participate in something like that.
Yeah, we've got political events that are coming up. We're 10 days away from an important event, which will be very nice. Also falling on a holiday, so everybody should be able to watch that.
And
although, that's right, it's MLK Day, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I had suggested a special episode, but unfortunately, we're not going to be doing it and not able to make that work. So sorry, guys. It's not.
We haven't ended the stream yet.
Sorry, I like Awesome One's idea. Are they gay or not gay? It could be comedians, it could be anybody, like any category. So you have 10 pictures
like
and you got to
classic Hollywood celebrities.
Yes,
we could
gay or not
we could do you know what we could do? It could be a choice: gay, drug abuser, or like
multi-choice. But you could have ones that are actually straight, but we still think they're gay. You know, so we can say yes, they're gay.
Gay or spouse abuse. Like, there we go.
House still standing, house not still standing.
It's like, Bing Crosby. Oh no, he was an abuser. He beat his kids with golf clubs. Sorry, you went with drugs. That was wrong.
He was great with a 9-iron.
Back to trivia next week. I think we're gonna try to change it up, but I think this was a good one that we can put in the rotation.
Yeah.
We're
trying to expand our offerings.
We'll iterate it and punch it up to try to make it a little more fun. But I think it was a good experience for being very interactive with the chat.
We could also
and you guys are like the pilot audience. Like you helped develop this, so you should feel like some ownership stake in it.
And we also need a poll every week for the name of Mad's next channel.
Oh, that's a good idea too.
Yeah,
Mad's new channel.
Yeah, that's right. This week's Mad's new channel.
Oh, and then after that, it'll be Mad Classic.
Dude, we could do absurd names for his channel, like Neo Mad Digga.
This is like the Woo Mad Clan. Old Dirty Mad. We could just do variations of his name with Wu-Tang names.
Oh, Madsta Rhymes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one. This is like what is it?
Mad About You. Oh no, that's not a pun.
I would say Mad Diddy, but that's a bad reference to make right now.
No, we can't make that reference right now. You're lucky I don't just immediately end the stream because there are guests that might want to promote things.
Ooh. Yeah. Speaking of that, let's do that. 70s. What do you got coming up? You've shifted your shows back, right?
Yeah, back to Monday afternoons after the Wednesday evening experiment, which probably just drove away every single person that ever watched me ever in the past. So we're down to 0 viewership now, which has been my ultimate aim. If the less people that watch, the more impetus there is for me to just not do it at all, and then I can save myself a lot of time.
This is not a good pitch.
So yes, Monday
all these things fell apart. You got a Canon Film Club coming up, right?
It's going to be Canon Film Club. We'll be talking about America 3000, possibly the wackiest movie they ever made.
America has a not insignificant chance of not making it to 3000, so we're okay.
But if you do, the planet will be ruled by Amazonian women and 7-foot-tall ape men with ghetto blasters.
But what about Frogtown?
Frogtown, well, that's not in this.
Got your whole
people.
But we should do that movie one day, although it's not.
The lizard people, the grays, the tall whites. There's so many possibilities.
I'm adding that to the list of dystopian post-apocalyptic movies.
There's so many. You could get the one with Patrick Swayze where he has to fight with a sword.
If you do Hell Comes to Frogtown, I could go to that show, but
We'll do
you
that
stream
too.
at like 5 though, so I'm usually still working.
It's 3 p.m. Mountain. Yeah. So
What
anyway,
is
that's
that
on
in
Monday.
Eastern time, also known as correct time?
5.
Yeah.
No, that's what we call commie time.
I lurk in the chat from time to time, but
commie time.
I'm usually still finishing up work.
But lest we forget, Saturday night is bourbon and boarding night, and we should have some fun stuff to talk about, shouldn't we?
For
I'll
this
probably
week,
watch.
Yes.
Yes.
Not if
Next
you're a
week, we've
Rangers
got to
fan
talk
this
because
season.
I'm going to be out of town.
It's all right. We can have a break. But
My daughter's
tomorrow-
turning 21, so we're going up to
Holy
the gambling
shit.
cities
My
and
God,
spending
you're
a
old.
few days.
My God, you're old.
He just started earlier than the rest of us.
He did.
Yeah,
He was
21.
Central
Yeah.
Chad, best Chad. Yeah.
So yeah, bourbon and boarding tomorrow, 9:15 p.m. Mountain Time, which is known as real time around here.
Yeah. Real quick, you're gonna go out there. Your daughter's turning 21. I'm assuming that means purchasing alcoholic beverages
Mm-hmm.
for
She
your
better be
daughter.
she better be paying for everything.
I mean, if you're going to a casino, you probably don't have to pay for the alcoholic beverages. They kind
they-
of want
they-
you
You'd be
tipsy.
surprised.
They
anymore.
they started changing that. It's
That's
not free
changed a
anymore.
while ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking lame.
No, it's still
Yeah.
free
the
if you're
point?
gambling, but they send the waitresses around about every hour and a half instead of every 10 minutes.
And
Yeah.
they water down the beverages very strongly.
Yes.
But
We got to wrap
don't
this
you-
up. Mad's waiting on our outro.
I know, but I just want to say, you don't feel a little weird like taking your daughter to get intoxicated? I guess it is Brahma, but it's still
Well,
like
she's 21. She's married already. I mean,
And he didn't say anything about getting intoxicated. They're going to a casino.
is the plan also to get her lots of alcoholic beverages to celebrate being 21?
I'm sure she will.
Yeah.
I would think that should be separated from the parents.
No, I would rather, if one of my daughters turned 21, I would rather be there if they were going to get intoxicated.
Well, they
Yeah,
will be
better than
turning
sending
21
her with
then.
a group of friends just to whatever nightclub downtown.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, look at Matt. Oh, outro. You could have been hanging out here and commenting on whether you thought it was correct or not for Brahma to be.
Have you never drank with your parents?
I think it's
No.
appropriate, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, me and my dad both collect bourbon, and we both enjoy having bourbon when we're hanging out.
My family's not drinkers to begin with, so my drinking time of my life was exclusively while I was in college for like 1 year, and it was very random and infrequent then. And I decided, no, sir, I don't like it, and I haven't really drank since. So,
No, sir, I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Like it.
Mad, Brahma is right. Now let's go. Imp, do you have anything to
go.
promote?
No.
No, you don't.
no,
Okay,
Except
got
he's
it.
going to start coming back to my shows now that are Monday.
Yeah, I wasn't there this week because this was the last week of schedule fuckery because of the holidays.
And I was talking about Opeth as one of my favorite albums of the year. So.
So all we got left is the
Feeling
bullpen Sunday,
Bullpen Sunday
12:30
morning.
Eastern.
Yeah,
And the gaming stream this week is up in the air on whether it's going to be on my channel or whether you guys are going to do one.
Okay.
On
Supposed
Slender
to be at
Arcade.
a Avs game, but I may let my daughters both go instead of me going. So
All right.
Who are they playing?
And then
the
Ascendant
Rangers
Arcade.
versus the Avs.
Oh,
That's
I
a-
actually have a
that's
song
card
to
three
send you in
probably drop.
70s, Brahma.
That's a W
Man,
for the Avs.
Hockey related.
Step all over my promotion, why don't you? You fucks. I'm ending it.
Slender, where are you?
Machiavelli production.
The streams hit the hay, but don't be dismayed. The screen's fading away, but we'll soon invade. Lil Chad, Slender, Dad, they've ruled the night. Rummables, bourbon buzz, his laughter's light. Ascending art, we've sailed this spree with brainwaves and belly laughs, pure glee. You brought your fun, now off you go, but keep the party in your soul, yo. Dreams in the rear view, but don't be glum. We'll be back with more gags with new yum. So hit that subscribe, keep the vibes alive for the next step. Extreme will surely jive. Keep the laugh keep the chat, keep the screens delight. Until our next stream, keep the fun in sight. This is Ascendant Art, signing off with a grin. Catch you on the flip side, let the good times spin. Oops, forgot about Imp. He'll be back, probably.
Forgot about